because we can't talk about Bill Russell in that way because we're like, that's a different generation. It doesn't count. And we would have thought that wouldn't, with Jordan's dominance, wouldn't happen again, particularly in a sport like football. Brady won 7 of them.
Check out the Dominique Foxworth Show anywhere you get your podcast.
What if I told you in Iran, women are banned from going to soccer games?
Mom, take the ball. I love you.
For 43 years, Iranian women have fought back.
Police pushed us.
Troops. This is their story.
The joy was forbidden.
What is the meaning of that?
That is how they control you.
I'm Shimol Yai. Listen to the new 30 for 30 podcast, Pink Card. Available now.
Did you miss Canty and Carlin?
The Cowboys have committed themselves to winning only at a certain level for the next couple of years.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, and that's why I scratch my head when I look at the Sean Payton hire out in Denver. This guy clearly wanted to get back into coaching after a year hiatus. The Cowboys is a better job than the Denver Broncos are. If Jerry Jones was amenable to giving Sean Payton the final say over the roster, clearly that's an upgrade from where you're at right now.
Canty and Carlin, weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Chasing history.
Hold your end of the bargain up. Don't rely on nobody, but know that you got help.
LeBron James continues chasing the all-time scoring leader Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
There it is. LeBron James, the youngest to 28,000 points.
The countdown, the reaction, and the very latest as he storms toward 38,388.
LeBron, 3 to shoot. For 3. Good!
Right here on ESPN Radio. Jason Fitz and Harry Douglas are Fitz and Harry.
I think there is absolutely, positively zero chance that the Green Bay Packers would entertain any offer that sends Aaron Rodgers to the San Francisco 49ers, no matter where he came from, no matter what team he rooted for. I don't think there's any reason that the Packers would allow that to happen. They can easily go to him and say, you got 2 choices, play for me or don't play anywhere.
Fitz and Harry, weekdays at noon Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. This is Greeny with Mike Greenberg.
There are not that many of us who have the extraordinary good fortune to love what we do for a living. Brady loves what he does, and he proved it. Because long after the time that he didn't have to do it anymore, he chose to. He chose to continue doing it. I can relate to that in this regard. They're going to pry this job out of my hands. There is never going to come a day where I'm going to walk into the people that I work for. And there's never going to come a time when I'm going to walk in there, I'm going to say, guys, I'm done. They're going to have to tell me because I love this job. I love what we do. Today I sat here and I got to talk about Tom Brady retiring from football on TV and then on the radio. I can't imagine any better way to spend a few hours. So that's a blessing.
Greeny with Mike Greenberg, weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app. Saturday on ESPN Radio. The journey to the tourney takes us to Charlottesville, where 8th-ranked Virginia goes head-to-head with Duke. Coverage begins at 3:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Austin Reeves is 24. This is LeBron's 20th year in the league. So you literally watched him growing up. What was your moment with LeBron in the last 2 years? Was there something on court, off court special to you?
It was probably the Dallas game when I hit the game winner.
Austin Reeves a chance to win it from the corner. Austin Reeves, are you serious? The undrafted rookie from a small town in Arkansas has his hero moment.
Right before my interview on the court, we had a moment. Just we're dapping each other up, hug. It was special just because he's arguably the greatest player ever.
Austin Reeves and the Lakers, he and his teammates get a chance to witness the King tonight, take a shot at history. LeBron James 36 points away from passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the #1 mark on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Kevin Winter with you inside our studios. Lakers and the Thunder. Game 2 of the national television doubleheader coming up in progress right now with only 10 seconds left to go in Brooklyn. The Suns have a 112-107 lead over the Brooklyn Nets. Speaking of Brooklyn, they no longer have Kyrie Irving. It was on Monday when Irving was shipped off to the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie met the media today in Dallas, and let's just say he had some thoughts about how his time went in Brooklyn.
I think that's another day where I could really go into detail about it. I'm not the person to really speak on names and go to someone behind their back and try to leak stuff to the media. That's never been me. Now, I've been an audience member watching people say things about me that ultimately just fall off my shoulder. Really in a place that I'm grateful that I got to grow into over the last year and a half, 2 years. Spending time away from the basketball court gave me time to really appreciate life in a new way. I just know I need healthy boundaries, especially in this entertainment business. There's a lot of disrespect that goes on with people's families, with their names, and I'm just not with it. So it's not personal against any of those guys against in the front office. It's just what I'm willing to accept. And I took a chance, and luckily, unfortunately, the Dallas Mavericks picked me up. So just all of what I can control.
All right, so that's Kyrie Irving today. We welcome in ESPN insider extraordinaire Adrian Wojnarowski joining us here in studio. We can forget moving forward with Kyrie. He's already in Dallas. But what about Kevin Durant? Woj, what's the latest on he and his situation in Brooklyn?
Nets, their ownership, management, Kevin Durant, his business manager, partner, Rich Kleiman, they've been talking a lot since Kyrie Irving's trade request, then the trade to Dallas, and what this roster is going to look like, what this vision for a post-Kyrie Irving Nets organization looks like. And they're having to, as they did over the summer, I think make the case to him about that this can still be a contender. There's more to do in the trade market potentially between now and Thursday at 3 o'clock. The Nets have been active all over the league in lots of different ways. It is not a buyer's market right now.
No.
It just isn't. There's just so few sellers. So the asking prices are really high. There's any number of contenders and sort of pseudo contenders who want to step up maybe a weight class in their division or conference, never mind teams who are trying to win championships. So it just makes it hard to do impactful deals. And so the Nets, listen, it's a precarious spot.
Lee will inbound. Front court.
See, they got him off the ball.
Having trouble. Going to call a timeout.
Phoenix.
They used their last timeout because they couldn't get the ball in.
Good job by Drew Smith. He played off the ball that time and was doubling the logical receiver. That's the decision you can make. Sometimes you put a big man all over the ball doing jumping jacks. That's with like a last second kind of play. But in a situation like this, you take a guy off the ball and you have him just be like a free safety, and Drew Smith did a great job defensively. Out of timeouts now.
Both teams out of timeouts. Both teams over the limit. Damian Lee will inbound. It's Paul, Booker, Johnson, and Bridges. That's with Drew Smith, Cam Thomas, Warren, O'Neal, and Claxton. .3 seconds to go. Suggs inbounding with a 3-point lead. Again, they don't guard the inbound. Lee gets it into Booker, came to the near side. Claxton and Drew Smith go to reach at it. A foul is committed. They'll get it on Nick Claxton. Now to put Booker at the line, who's an excellent free throw shooter, 85%. Slightly higher than that in his career. Devin Booker looking for his 20th point in his return to the lineup. Free throw on the way is no good. How about that? Whammy celebrated. You don't expect Devin Booker to miss free throws in this situation, but they'll cut him some slack as he's missed 26 games in a row. Prior to it.
Nets got to know they got to shoot a three on the other end. Will Phoenix allow them to shoot a three if, in fact, Devin Booker misses his shot?
With no timeouts, you can't go for a quick two, right? You need
I got to go three.
Free throw in and out, no good. Nets have it. And Cam Thomas got fouled in the backcourt with 7.7 seconds to go. They weren't going to let him come down to 2-3.
And free fries for everybody. They should get if a guy like Devin Booker misses the 2 free throws, they should give you like a burger with it.
The historians of the game are in the building to watch this and witness.
Foul was on Jalen Williams, Santa Clara. James off the inbound, bounces it to Davis. No look, down low to Hachimura for the slam.
The attention that Anthony Davis and LeBron James demands, Hachimura can have a big night because of that.
7-6 in favor of the Lakers. Jalen Williams, Santa Clara with a triple. How about OKC? 3 of 4 from distance.
It is this ball movement, finding the open guy, and they're knocking down shots.
Score is 9-7 OKC. LeBron James 0 for 2. Skips the pass left to Beverly. To Schroeder, wide open 3. Bricked it to the left. Rui Hachimura got a hand on it. It bounces high in the air and goes out of bounds to Oklahoma City. Vince, OKC is kind of middle of the NBA. 36% from 3, but stroking it here early.
Yeah, man, like I said, they have nothing to lose. Just go out there and just play basketball. And they're moving the ball. Nobody's forcing anything. Obviously, Shai Gilgeous is their guy, going to get shots, but they're just moving it, finding open guys, knocking it down.
Gilgeous misses a shot on the other end in transition. Hachimura fouled. That a little continuation. Couldn't get the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And it's a great point because OKC is only the second national television game. So this bright spotlight isn't often on them. They got a chance to shine for the nation. Foul is on Gilgeous Alexander. That'll be his first. Rui Hachimura to the free throw line. Dunker spot, power dribble, block shot by Williams. Loose ball and a foul is going to go against Los Angeles. I don't know if that was Jalen Williams, Santa Clara, or Shai Gilgeous Alexander who'll get the block on that one.
I'll tell you what, but these young guys are playing hard. Seems like they're not afraid of the moment, which is easy to get caught up and kind of hesitant, and they're not doing so. OKC young fellas are playing hard, going after it.
Back-to-back for OKC. They got beat up at Golden State last night as Jalen Williams tried to pass inside to Giddey, but it went off the foot of Hachimura. Quick ball side incoming for OKC. They actually got off to a good start last night against Golden State. They had a lead after 1, and then Klay Thompson happened. 12 more three-pointers for Klay.
Klay Thompson started doing Klay Thompson things.
Inbound Oklahoma City. Giddey fires a pass down low. Jalen Williams, Santa Clara, puts it up, missed it against Hachimura, saves it on the end line, tried to knock it off of Hachimura, who got out of the way. Lakers have it. Here's James bouncing to AD. Layup's good.
I mean, there again, LeBron James understands he's going to draw the attention, making the right play, easy pass to AD for the easy layup.
That's good to see, too, because this is how LeBron plays. He's not going for 36 points right now. He's setting guys up early. 2-point Laker lead. Foul OKC on the interior pass for Jalen Williams. Arkansas got fouled from behind. That Beverly will pick up that foul. That'll be his first.
The commissioner has walked into the building.
Adam Silver is here.
Everybody's here.
Show plan inbound to Shai Gilgeous Alexander, who turns on the baseline and flushes.
I mean, I'm a fan of this young guy. I love their young core of Giddey and Shai Gilgeous. I mean, they have great pieces to build on.
LeBron James, you hear the crowd getting a little, they want to see some points. James rises and connects from 3. First points of the night for LeBron James. He's 33 points away.
I mean, everybody knows once one goes in, that's when the excitement starts.
Gilgeous Alexander spins down the lane and scores, gets OKC within 1. Is LeBron locking into points mode now? Hey, they're getting on their feet with LeBron dribbling on top of the arc. Gets an AD screen, dribbles to the left, double teamed in the low box. Now turns against Jalen Williams. Santa Clara turns inside, layup, missed it, but cleaned up by Hachimura. And before that, a foul was called on high against OKC. LeBron will have a chance to earn it at the free throw line. Timeout in Los Angeles. Crowd erupting for the first time tonight on LeBron James. First make a triple. He's at 38,355 points, 33 away from becoming the all-time leading scorer. 14-13. Lakers lead OKC with 6:38 to go in the first, and you're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
Football season is winding down. Basketball and hockey are heating up, and nothing beats seeing your favorite team live. Not only does Vivid Seats have great ticket prices, they're also the official ticketing partner of ESPN. And with Vivid Seats rewards, when you buy 10 tickets, you get the 11th free. Download the app or visit vividseats.com today. Vivid Seats. Life happens live. Receive a reward credit equal to the average price of the 10 tickets purchased, excluding taxes, fees, and processing costs. See vividseats.com/rewards for terms and conditions.
Wednesday on Fitz and Harry, we'll tell you why a second Super Bowl is more important for Andy Reid than Patrick Mahomes.
Plus, the Kyrie era begins in Dallas, ladies and gentlemen. How long will it last? Ha ha!
Fitz and Harry, Wednesday, noon Eastern on ESPN Radio and watching the ESPN app.
New Orleans Pelicans star C.J. McCollum.
What I don't like is when a ref misses a call, they look at me like I'm crazy. I say, hey, check that at halftime. And they don't have the accountability of, yeah, I missed that one. That's on me. What I love to see is, I think that was a foul, CJ? I'll check it out. Check it out. And they come back and say it. Or they come back and say, hey, I watched it. I don't think that was a foul. Here's why. That's a positive dialogue. I love to have that type of dialogue because that means you care about your job.
The C.J. McCollum Show. Listen wherever you get your podcast.
With you Insider Studios. Time now to go inside the numbers with LeBron James's season scoring averages by quarter this year. Brought to you by Dell Technologies. Their Dell Technologies President's Sale starts now with savings on select sleek XPS PCs and more, powered by the 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Call 877-ASK-DELL. Here we go. Kesting and Vince in the first quarter this year. LeBron James, 5.3 points per game. In the second, 8.4. Third, 7.2. And in the fourth, guys, 8.8. Back to you.
And he is not, Kevin and Vince, deferred from that as Russell Westbrook checks in here. He's been the setup man here in the early going, Vince, except for that three-pointer that he took and made.
Absolutely. Kind of how I thought. I didn't think he was going to come out firing. I know everybody's kind of anxious and wanting to see LeBron get it going and possibly break the record in the first half, but he's doing what star players and what he's typically done is get his guys going, and then it's his time when it's his time.
LeBron James, 3 points, needs 33. He's going to get a couple of free throws here out of the timeout, and he needs 32 as he makes the first of two. The countdown is on here at Crypto.com Arena. 9 times this year, LeBron scored at least 36 points. That's the magic number tonight. Last time he did it, he had 41 the weekend before last as he misses the second contested rebound. Kenrich Williams has it for OKC. He had 41 in Boston in that controversial loss where he thought he was fouled at the end of regulation. 15-13 Lakers. Giddey has it, finds Jalen Williams, who's blocked by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook just in the game, dribbling, head of steam, down low. Finds Schroeder, pass up top to James, wasn't in the pocket. He'll take the three anyway, he'll miss it. Rebounded by Jalen Williams from Santa Clara, who's playing with a couple of fouls. Gives it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, back to Jalen Santa Clara. Over to Gilgeous, who penetrates the arc. Over to Jalen Santa Clara, missing a three. Hachimura goes and grabs the board. He's on the right side. James is running the floor. He wanted the alley-oop, but Rui didn't get it to him. Now to James, baseline right, got the foul, no basket. He wrapped it around behind the back, but Zach Zarva, the lead official, said the foul was committed before the gather, and you can hear the crowd doesn't like it.
I thought he gathered, but hey, as a referee, that is a tough position to be in. You have to make that decision. I mean, we have the luxury of seeing on film, okay, there, he didn't gather.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's
Good
just
call by
amazing.
Zach.
Great call.
Inbound will come from Troy Brown Jr. is just in the game for the Lakers. LeBron setting a screen for Westbrook, who feeds LeBron at the rim through contact scoring. And he's down. He hasn't gotten up yet. He's 30 points away from the record. And LeBron is down on the other end of the floor while OKC scores 94 feet away. LeBron being helped up as he walks toward the corner, and now Darvin Ham calls a timeout to let LeBron shake off the cobwebs. He's holding his face as Westbrook, Vince, fed LeBron James down the lane. He turned through contact of Giddey and then went to the head as he went to the floor. We'll take another look at it as LeBron walks it off on the far side with 5:24 to go first quarter. We'll be back in a moment with the Lakers leading OKC 17-15. Timeout in Los Angeles. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
Mike Greenberg, Greeny.
Jerry Jones said the Eagles are a team like the Rams the year before, all in to win now. It could wind up costing them in the future. But I assume Jerry knows that the Eagles have 2 first-round picks in this year's draft. They're not going all in and then living with the future. They are potentially on the doorstep of a dynasty.
Greeny with Mike Greenberg. Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app. Did you miss Canty and Carlin?
Patrick Mahomes Sr., August 2000, you're in San Diego and threw a first pitch fastball to Damian Jackson with the bases loaded.
Man, that was a crazy game. It was a funny situation because I was supposed to have the day off. I messed around and I think I ended up giving up 10 runs.
But see, the poor guy wasn't even supposed to pitch that day. That's on you.
I mean, I blame Hershiser on that one.
He hurt his back lifting his kids.
Canty and Carlin. Weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and on Sirius XM Channel 80. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
CJ McCollum and other NBA players have came out and said they don't believe that refereeing in the league has been good. It's been an ongoing issue. So they want refs to be fined if they make mistakes. And I could not disagree more. At the end of the day, if you're going to fine refs, it's going to make them more nervous down the stretch to make calls.
Key, J, and Max. Followed by Greeny. Mornings on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
I can't wait till Kansas City and Philly clash. It's going to be awesome, man.
Let's go. The NFL playoffs.
Jalen Hurts, he's definitely not healthy, and that is a story going into the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the city better be ready to put points on the board to try to take away some of this physicalness.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Quite honestly, this one's going to be, an all-time game, man.
Right now, continuing in-depth coverage. It all begins each morning at 6 Eastern with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, and continues all day on ESPN Radio.
Kevin Winter with you. Don't forget to log on to our Twitter account at NBA on ESPN Radio to vote in the AutoZone in the Zone poll question. Who's going to get in the zone for tonight's matchup? Anthony Davis, LeBron James, or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the zone, brought to you by AutoZone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Mark Kestecher, Vince Carter, are they breathing yet again back at Crypto.com Arena? Back to you.
They are. We watched that replay about 5 times, and Josh Giddey, looked like his forearm right by the elbow caught the forehead of LeBron. What does that feel like, Vince?
It doesn't feel good, and it depends on where you catch that elbow. Obviously, if you catch it on the bone, tomorrow he may break the record tonight tomorrow.
Well, he's still in the game. He just threw a wicked pass down the lane to Troy Brown Jr. who couldn't finish at the rim. Lakers 17, Thunder 15. Here comes OKC. Gilgeous-Alexander penetrates the paint, passes out to Giddey, who fires around the arc. Aaron Wiggins, for the first time in the game, had been starting of late. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drives, bumps the defender. James comes and takes it away from Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron into the front court from the right on his horse. Gets into a double team. He's cut off. He goes right through it and scores. 28 points away from the record.
And you're seeing it now. He's in scoring attack mode.
James has 8. Lakers by 4. Mike Muscala, big shooter down low. Nothing. As AD was right in his face, passes out. Here's Muscala getting it back. Shoots and drills the triple. OKC within 1.
One thing Mike Muscala will do is let it fly.
Yes, he will. And OKC is at 4 of those in the first quarter. 19-18 Lakers. Dennis Schroeder setting up out on the right wing. LeBron setting a screen. Pass over to Westbrook on the arc. They'll say, shoot it if you want. He does. He missed it. Rebound, Aaron Williams in front of LeBron James. Driving down the floor against Schroeder. Euros blocked from behind by AD. Loose ball, Lakers have it. James is wide open, but they missed him. Westbrook tried to fire it from about 50 feet away, or Troy Brown did, and it went wide of James and out of bounds.
I tell you what, that's one of the things that the Lakers do not want to get caught up in. Yes, trying to get LeBron the ball to score, but I expect some of these turnovers. There was an open three in the corner earlier. Who was that? I can't remember. Passed it up to give it to LeBron.
That's right.
You know, so you don't want to see those things. You want to go out there and still try to win the game. And it's hard. I get it. It's hard to kind of focus on the game when you're trying to see history.
There's Gilgeous-Alexander fouled, as he often is, going to the basket. He'll go to the line. LeBron is on the bench after that turnover. It was Westbrook who fired it wide right of James. LeBron takes a seat with 8 points. 38,360 in his career, 27 from tying Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 28 from becoming the NBA's all-time leading scorer. And as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes to the line, first of two is in. We remind you with the Disney bundle, stream Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Terms apply. See DisneyBundle.com for details. LeBron getting his rest at the end of the Laker bench. After an 8-point first quarter, Gilgeous-Alexander on the second, put it up, kind of took a knee bend. He wasn't sure if he had it, but did. He's got both.
You call that big.
There you go, 6 points for SGA. 20-19 lead for OKC. Lonnie Walker in the game, takes the pass, somehow keeps his balance in the near corner. Over to Westbrook, who hits a three from the left.
And through all of the hoopla, he is playing his former team, so he wants to play well as well.
Great point, first 11 years for Russell Westbrook in OKC. Lead for the Lakers by 2. Muscala looks for the go-ahead shot and buries a three right in front of the Thunder bench.
Mike Muscala doing Mike Muscala things. He gets into the vision of Shai Gilgeous, and he finds it for an open three.
Westbrook goes right down the floor, passes out to the wing, and it's a 3-point basket for Lonnie Walker.
And that's what Russ can do. I mean, he puts pressure on defenses by getting into the paint, creating open shots.
2-point lead Lakers. Shai Gilgeous, free throw line, drives the lane, got a whistle called underneath. We were talking to Darvin Ham earlier, and you asked him about Russell acquiescing into the six-man mode. And when he has the guys that are running with him and he has the ball in his hands, he's so dangerous in this role. It's a great role for him.
He is. I mean, and it just took for him to understand how to be Russ in his new role. And once he figured that out, he would take off, and he is doing so.
Foul was committed by Austin Reeves, who's playing his first game since January 4th. Austin had missed 16 games with a strained hamstring. Gilgeous-Alexander, who averages north of 30 points per game, gets a lot of it at the line. He begged on the second one. It came up short after hitting the first. So the Lakers still lead 25-24. Reeves with it out of the right hash. 2:50 to go, opening quarter. LeBron on the bench. Westbrook dribbling down to the free throw line. Tries to make his move by Aaron Wiggins, who reached in and committed the foul. And the Thunder are over the limit, so Russell Westbrook will go to the free throw line.
I tell you, when Russ is in attack mode, he's a tough guard because the way the rules are today, he's so good at obviously getting into your chest, and he's so strong. He draws those fouls, and if you don't, he can finish. Two contact.
First free throw, no good for Russell Westbrook, who is in his 15th season. We told you first 11 at OKC. He had those 4 times in 5 years, averaging a triple-double. Vince is just shaking his head. He knows how hard it is.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I remember just getting my first couple. It was just so hard to do. Like, he was doing this every night.
Westbrook misses both free throws. Gilgeous-Alexander took it deep, missed the layup, got the late whistle call against LA, and he'll go to the line for 2 more. Gilgeous-Alexander with his 5th and 6th free throws coming.
Shai's game is just this herky-jerky slow motion. He plays at his pace. You see there, it's just what he did was just a slow Euro type move. It's going to catch anybody off guard. The Euro step already catches you off guard, but that slow to fast move is a guaranteed draw foul.
Is that the toughest thing that came in for you defensively late in your career?
Well, it was tough for me offensively as well because in my first couple of years, My thought process was go over, around, or through you.
That's right.
Not Euro. It was up and over, you know.
Right. Shea Gilgeous hitting both free throws. OKC is taking the lead, 26-25, 2.5 to go in the first. Westbrook spins in the low box, shot not there, contested rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder, who also have Isaiah Joe in the lineup for the first time. Joe was a 76ers pick, didn't really get a shot in Philly. By the way, he's one of the Jalen Williams' high school teammates from Arkansas. Obviously, he was Arkansas, Jalen Williams' high school teammate. Inbound to Walker, shoots and connects a tough angle baseline jumper for the lead. 27-26 Lakers, 2:15 left in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander going the distance here in the opening quarter, finds Muscala. He'll take a three, and he'll make his third.
Mike Muscala with zero hesitation, a ball fake to the baseline to a three-point shot. Nothing but net.
3 for 3, Vince, from distance. And Westbrook answers with a three right in front of the Laker bench.
You said, Mike Muscala, if you can do it tonight, I can too.
Westbrook shooting less than 30% from three has given the Lakers a 1-point edge. Gilgeous-Alexander behind the back escape dribble. Had it poked away, turnover. Westbrook fires a pass Austin Reeves. That's 2 bullet passes that he has missed the target. 1 to James and now 1 to Reeves.
I think they showed earlier he just passed Gary Payton in the all-time assists, but he tried to get Jay-Z, who's sitting courtside, an assist as well.
How much of those courtside seats tonight?
I heard 70K.
Going for about 70K, and you may have to do it again Thursday. Ooh, see how it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander on the left. Down 1 is OKC. 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Muscala fakes, now takes a three. Missed that one and rimmed out. He had made his first three. Reeves has the Lakers rebound. Reeves into the front court. Right-hand dribble, right wing. Thomas Bryant sets the screen. Reeves goes by him. Shoots from 12, missed it. Rebounded by Gilgeous-Alexander. Shea into the front court from the left. OKC still down 1. Drives into Reeves, backs up, shoots the 20-footer baseline, rattles out and back in off the glass.
Great move, takes the contact. Shea's not in a rush. He gets to the shot that he wants.
SGA has 11. Here's Thomas Bryant, big man trying to three, missing. Joe's got the OKC rebound. Thunder up 31-30. 50 seconds to go in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander gets contact from Reeves. Got a shot off that missed, and he'll take free throws number 7 and 8 here in the first quarter.
Already, and kind of like what I talked about earlier about Russ is he can get into your body and draw the foul. He's so good. These guys are so good. These young guys, that is, are so good at getting into your body, drawing fouls. And it's just a different game now. I mean, you're seeing 8 free throws. That's what I was shooting for the entire game sometime, you know?
Did you hear that murmur of the crowd?
Oh, yeah.
LeBron James is checking into the game in between free throws here. So Mr. James, who had 8 points in the first 8 minutes, is 28 points shy of passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the league's all-time leading scorer. As Shea Gilgeous-Alexander on the other end is having an impressive first quarter. 2 more free throws. He's got 13.
And LeBron is averaging 37 minutes.
That's right. Let age 38.
No, that's great.
33-30. Lakers down. James gives to Brown. Fakes the pass. Puts it up.
Yes.
And in.
And LeBron James sees the double team, tells Brown to cut, gets him an easy layup.
Troy Brown with his first bucket. Lakers back within 1. Gilgeous-Alexander drives into the paint. Finds Wiggins. Corner 3, yes. OKC 7 of 11 from distance here in the first quarter.
OKC, welcome to Crypto.com, where this arena, you can knock down threes. This is one of my favorite places to shoot. Just the feel outside of the Garden. This is one of my favorite places to play.
You named 2 of the best lit NBA arenas, the Garden and here in LA. Here's Westbrook. Great no look to Brown down low. Wraps it in with 12 seconds to go in the quarter. 36-34 Thunder. Shot clock off here in the first as SGA picks it up at half court, triggering the clock. Under 10 seconds. Alexander drives down the lane, stops on a dime, and did he walk? He did. He traveled. I mean, he stopped hard, but Zach Zarba, the lead official, said he moved the pivot foot. Mark Daigneault did not agree. Lakers 4 seconds to go in the quarter. James dribbling off his foot, turns it over. Half a second to go. Kenrich Williams won't get it off in time. Didn't go anyway, and Vince, OKC puts up 36 in the first against the Lakers.
This is a bounce back game for them. They didn't have a great showing versus Golden State, so they're the first quarter. Like I said, they have to hit first, take this crowd out of it, which they've done.
Gilgeous-Alexander leading all scorers with 13, and LeBron James has 8 28 away from NBA history. We're through one quarter in Los Angeles. OKC 36, the Lakers 34. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Greeny.
Tom Brady has redefined prime. A prime shouldn't be more than like 8 years long. Tom Brady's prime was 20 years.
Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
Coming up Wednesday, now that Kyrie Irving has been traded, I will tell you which superstar should be the next one to ask for a trade. Keyshawn, J. Will and Max, 6 a.m. Eastern, ESPN Radio, ESPN2, ESPNU.
Mike Greenberg, Greeny.
If the Jets are meeting with Derek Carr and they've offered him a bunch of money, the Jets know they're not getting Rodgers. However, if you start hearing other teams are in it for Carr and the Jets are nowhere to be found, they're not making any overtures, I have been told by people whose opinions I value that is a signal that the Jets think they have a real shot at Aaron.
Greeny, weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app. The Dominique Foxworth Show.
These athletes that you're talking about, we always talk about Jordan as the greatest winner, in part because we can't talk about Bill Russell in that way because we're like, that's a different generation. It doesn't count. And we would have thought with Jordan's dominance wouldn't happen again, particularly in a sport like football. Brady won 7 of them.
Check out the Dominique Foxworth Show anywhere you get your podcast. Chris Canty and Chris Carlin are Canty and Carlin.
Welcome in, ESPN NFL reporter Kimberly Martin. Kmart, I'm going to give you a line, and you are going to tell me if this was said by Aaron Rodgers or the Dalai Lama. Okay. Leadership cannot be forced or contrived. It has to be your personality.
Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly.
There we go. All right, Kmart.
All right,
one
good start.
for one.
Manifest the desires of your heart.
You know what's funny? It sounds like Aaron Rodgers, but I'll say Dalai Lama.
Aaron Rodgers.
Wow, Kmart, you were leaning in the right direction. You had it. You had it.
This game is fantastic because this is the problem with Aaron Rodgers. Like, he's out here sounding like the Dalai Lama and Confucius every week with Pat McAfee. Like, it just needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Canty and Carlin, weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Kevin Winter with you Insider Studios. LeBron's closing in.
LeBron into the front court from the right on his horse. Gets into a double team. He's cut off. He goes right through it and scores. 28 points away from the record.
He has 8:28 away, as Kesty mentioned, and that's where he finished the opening quarter. However, the Lakers allow the Thunder to shoot 58% from the floor and go 7 for 11 from downtown. End of 12 minutes. If you bet the under, you might want to reconsider this one. 36-34, Thunder over the Lakers. Back to Crypto.com Arena alongside 8-time All-Star Vince Carter. Here's Mark Kestisher.
All right, Kev, thanks a lot. And this was about the point where the wheels came off for OKC last night in San Francisco. They had a good start against the Warriors, who ended up putting up 141 points. So it'll be interesting to see. And we'll also watch LeBron's minutes. He's going to open up the second quarter. He came in for the final 30 seconds of the first quarter.
LeBron is paying chess tonight. And we all want to see how he handles this record, but he started off getting guys going, like we said, had his flurry. See where he goes from here. I'm guessing a big flurry leading into the half to get everybody excited.
OKC has the ball to start the second. Giddey tried a little wheel move, low post off the glass too hard. James has it blowing into the front court. 3-point line, free throw line, left-hand scoop. No, just missed it. Jalen Williams, Arkansas, the rebound. Half-court outlet to Josh Giddey. He was triple covered. Who kicked it out of bounds? They'll say a Laker did, and it'll stay with OKC leading by 2.
Looked like Lonnie Walker, great hustle getting back with the tip. Well, the kick out of bounds.
They rocketed. Here's Giddey getting an inbounds to Trey Mann getting some run here. Mann inside the arc, shovels it back to Jalen Williams, Arkansas. The Santa Clara version is on the bench right now. To Kenrich Williams, drives the elbow, shoots, misses, but got fouled And we'll go to the free throw line. We only met Mark. I met Mark Degno for the first time tonight. I don't know if you did as well. And he did us a great favor by putting 3 Williamses in the starting lineup, including 2 Jalen Williamses.
How about that? I mean, it was just great talking to him. And obviously, he has a great basketball mind. He's one of the questions I asked: how do you manage these young guys? And I asked both coaches, how do you coach this moment? How do you coach this moment? Because I think sometimes as a coach, and I was thinking of this last night. It's like, how would I coach this? How do I settle guys in, particularly the Lakers?
Yep, not easy. As Kenrich Williams missed the first, made the second, Thunder by 3. Oklahoma City sitting 12th in the West. They're only a game out of 10, only 3 games out of the 5th spot. That's how clogged up it is in the West. Here's Westbrook off the dribble, pass it around. Walker's got it, angled 3 on its way, and good to tie the game.
And it's interesting to see OKC goes into a zone and still gives up an open 3-point shot.
Lakers have not been good from distance this year, but hit that one. Here's Trey Mann finding his spot, shoots from 15, misses. Thomas Bryant the rebound. Outlet LeBron. Crowd starts to get excited as LeBron drives. Got contact, hangs in the air and shoots it off the glass and in. An and-one opportunity for King James, who adds 2 more to his ledger.
I think we're now seeing him going into his flurry again, getting downhill, knowing the guy's too small, too little, can't guard him. Uses those big old shoulders, knocks him little fell out of the way in one try.
If there's something I will remember LeBron James, it's fighting through contact and ones as he connects there. That's the 1,407th and one of his career.
I've been on the other end of those.
11 for LeBron, 25 from passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Lakers by 3. Trey Mann up top to Williams. That's Jalen Williams, Arkansas. They work it to the corner to Kenrich Williams. He drives to the top of the painted area with 5 to shoot. Goes back to Jalen Williams, Arkansas, dropping a triple from on high.
Just knocking them down from everywhere, but great patience and ball moving. Great defense closing out to the 3-point shooters, but they continue to move the ball to get open shots.
Tied at 40. James Euroing through the lane. Again through contact, scores and one. Back-to-back opportunities for a 3-point play, and LeBron's only 23 points away from history. Crowd really getting into it now. One A-list celebrity after another along the front row.
He had Shannon Sharp about to run on the court.
Stay out of trouble tonight.
Stay over there, buddy.
MVP chants go up for the 38-year-old LeBron James, who converts his second straight 3-point play. James is up to 14, and he's 22 points away from breaking the record. Lakers by 3, 43-40. Josh Giddey bounced it off his leg. Here's the breakaway the other way. Westbrook tomahawk slam with the right hand. Lakers by 5. Timeout Thunder.
And they're doing it with their defense. They're getting their hands on the ball, deflections, getting out and running, creating easy baskets where they don't have to play in half court.
We got a timeout at Crypto.com Arena. LeBron James has 14 points. Needed 36 coming in to pass Kareem. Appears on his way. We're in the second with 10 minutes to go before halftime. 45-40. Lakers lead the Thunder. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
Mike Greenberg. Greeny.
Tom Brady and Michael Jordan, I think that there is a lot of similarity between the two of them. My favorite thing about Michael Jordan was that he treated a Tuesday night game in February in New Jersey against the Nets with the same intensity that he played Game 7 of the NBA Finals. If there was a game going on, his team was going to win. He reminds me of Michael Jordan.
Greeny with Mike Greenberg. Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app. Canty and Carlin.
I was thinking about something, Carlin. We could set up a charity cage match between you and Jim Gray and have the proceeds, split it, and have it go to the charities if you guys choose them.
How long do you think that would last?
I don't think it'd be long.
No.
I think the build-up, the anticipation is what would hook everybody in.
It's just all I was doing was showing a proper respect to a Hall of Fame broadcaster. That's what it says on his Twitter bio, that he's a Hall of Fame broadcaster. So I can only go, I don't know what Hall of Fame that is.
Wow.
But I don't.
Dude, there's a palm tree growing behind your head as we speak. You're throwing so much shade at Jim Gray. I feel the smoke coming from Chris Carlin toward Jim Gray.
Well,
and I feel like this is an outlet for it.
Much like Dylan Brooks, he don't want these problems.
Oh, you're going to go Shannon Sharp on him. What if Jim Gray called you a pedestrian?
Well, he wouldn't be wrong.
Canty and Carlin, weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and on Sirius XM Channel 80.
Kevin Winter with you in our studio. Time now for Did You Know? Brought to you by Geico. Switch to Geico today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com to get a rate quote and get started seeing how much you could save. Thanks to Vivid Seats, Mark Testashire and 23-year NBA veteran Vince Carter. The average get-in price for tonight's game went from $235 to $731, an increase of 211%. And if LeBron doesn't do it tonight, man, you want to sell your media credentials for Thursday? $2,400 your average get-in price, guys. Back to you.
Yeah, Giannis is waiting, and don't forget, Kareem's initial team was the Milwaukee Bucks. That would be quite the fitting end. But right now, LeBron is on a mission. He's got 14. He's 22 away. OKC down 5 with it. Out of the timeout, Josh Giddey finds Kenrich Williams. Over to Jalen Williams, Santa Clara, splashing home. The 9th triple of the half for OKC.
Yeah, letting it fly and knocking it down.
Wow. 9 of 13 from distance for OKC. They're down 3. Down 2, rather. Here's LeBron at the top. You hear the crowd getting excited. Ball on his left thigh. Puts it on the deck against Kenrich Williams. Takes him to the free throw line. To the dotted line. Oh, he decided to pass instead of fade. There's 4 to shoot. Brown's got it. Troy Brown, under duress, lets it fly. Deep 3 went right on the mark. It never touched the rim. And they'll call it a shot clock violation. LeBron parachuted out of that one at the last minute.
Abort mission.
We just saw Bronny and Bryce James, his 2 sons, sitting courtside as well.
I saw mom and wife walking through earlier. I mean, you name it, they're here.
Yes.
If you can get in, if you're willing to pay it,
that's right.
You're in here.
45-43 Lakers. Here's Kenrich Williams from the right. His three-pointer no good. Thomas Bryant tips, can't control. It's loose. OKC has it. Jalen Williams, Arkansas to Jalen Williams, Santa Clara. Back to Arkansas. Jalen takes it deep, wrap around, foul. Missed the shot. Will go to the free throw line. Looks like LeBron's going to get tagged on that foul.
This is more of a funny question. If you're Darvin Ham, he has 2 fouls. Do you take him out right now?
Only if LeBron says it's okay. Yeah. James with 2 fouls, as Vince pointed out. Jalen Williams from Arkansas hits the first free throw. He was the number 34 pick. They took Jalen Williams out of Santa Clara with the 12th pick. The one shooting the free throws now from Arkansas is 6'9". He's about 3 inches taller than the Santa Clara Jalen Williams. But shocking to me, Vince, is he only shot 25% from 3 in college. He's shooting 46% from three-point range as a rookie as he buries the free throws there. And he's got 2 tonight. 2 for 2 from three-point range. OKC is holding their own. They're tied the game at 45. 9:05 to go, first half. Schroeder finds Lonnie Walker, catch and shoot 3. Rim, backboard, rim, and off. Jalen Williams, Arkansas rebounds to Kenrich Williams, front court. Now Josh Giddey, the second-year Australian. Passes out to Jalen Williams, Arkansas. Thought about a 3, now to Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins, no relation to Andrew. Takes a double team down to the baseline, 8 to shoot. Now to Jalen, Arkansas. Pass out to the wing to Jalen, Santa Clara. And his 3 goes down. 10 triples in the first half for OKC.
And I thought the Lakers played very good defense. But that's what ball movement will do for you.
8 straight points, Vince, since OKC took the timeout. They lead 48-45. LeBron might take over here. Palming the ball with the right hand outside the mid-post left. Skips it across to Austin Reeves. Long 3, missed it short. Long rebound, Jalen Williams, Santa Clara's got it.
And what we saw there was like a boxing 1. Everybody's kind of shading over to LeBron. If you're going to score, you're going to score against this boxing 1. He makes the right play.
Giddey getting deep inside and scoring over the bigger Thomas Bryant. OKC has scored 10 in a row. They've taken the lead 50-45. LeBron topside 3. Yes! 17 for LeBron. And he's 19 points away from becoming the all-time king.
Sorry about that. I would like to see LeBron up top. Now, if they're going to play that boxing 1, he has more room to maneuver or get his shot.
Lakers down 2. Here's Giddey driving the post into the lane in traffic, throws it up, gets the roll. Josh Giddey putting OKC up 4. Giddey's got 6 points to go with his 4 assists. LeBron front court.
Yeah, he wants it now.
Back to the basket on the three-point line. He'll pass it off to Reeves. Catches in the corner. Drives into a double. Great bounce pass to Thomas Bryant, who flushes.
Reeves has a high basketball IQ. He makes the right play. You can tell LeBron trusts him in situational basketball.
Trust is the key word for the second-year man out of Oklahoma. Jalen Williams, Santa Clara, step back 3 off the rim. No. Rebound, Bryant hands it right to LeBron. 17 points for James, 19 away from the record. Through a screen, spins down the lane, fades, fires, fouled, and missed. And 2 more free throws coming for the King, LeBron James.
And think about this. You're trying to break a record. What's the easiest way to do so? Get to the free throw line. Get fouled. Get you an easy look. LeBron knows how to do this. I tell you, he's playing chess.
He's controlling if he wants to do it tonight or against Milwaukee Thursday.
I heard a soundbite of him saying, I can do what I want to and how I want to do it. And he's showing us right now. He's playing the game how he wants to play it.
Well, he's got the theater here. He just missed the free throw, the first of 2. LeBron, 76% free throw shooter this year. Look, he's been here now for a number of years, and there's been so many great players in Los Angeles. And, some were wondering, have the Lakers fans embraced him as he reaches this record? And clearly they have, at least the ones who are here at Crypto.com tonight.
And that's what it is. If you did not, you get an opportunity to witness history, whether you're watching it on TV, listening to us on the radio, or wherever you are. This is just a special moment.
LeBron is halfway there. That free throw gives him 18. He's got 18 to go. The Lakers down 1. Here's a fadeaway from Wiggins that pops out. LeBron's got the rebound. Coming right to left down the middle of the floor. 3-point line, free throw line. Down low, fouled from behind. Tried to get a shot off after his foul, and LeBron will march right back to the free throw line for 2 more freebies. But first, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed. Mark Kestecher, Vince Carter with you from Los Angeles as LeBron James pumps in the first of 2 free throws. 19 points for LeBron. He's now up to 38,371 for his career. 16 away from tying Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 17 away from becoming the all-time scoring king. Second free throw away and good. 16 points away. And we still have 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. LeBron's got 20. Muscala will send it to Isaiah Joe on the right. Dribbles into the lane. Bounce past Muscala. Wraparound layup is good.
Great pass by Isaiah Joe. Getting into the paint of the heart of the defense. Drawing the defense. Great drop off for an easy layup for Mike Muscala.
Oklahoma City 54. Lakers 53. 6:15 running clock, second quarter. Patrick Beverly dribbling on the left, trying to get it to Anthony Davis. Does so outside the mid-post. Faces up on Muscala. Ball on his left thigh, now over his head. Sends it to Beverly, and before he could send it outside, he traveled. Turnover, Los Angeles. That's going to be 6 turns on the Lakers, 7 for Oklahoma City here in the first half. Dwayne Wade in attendance tonight as well.
I see Denzel's here. They're in here.
D. Wade, by the way, the most assists to LeBron James in his career. To LeBron in his career, over 300. Jalen Williams has it, the Santa Clara version, gets in the air, jump shot, 15-footer miss. Kenrich Williams, offensive rebound, out to Muscala for 3, and he buries the 11th. Thunder triple of the half, they're up 4. Wow. Mike Muscala has 14 off the bench on 4 of 5 shooting from distance. And now a foul by Muscala, who is behind Anthony Davis on the perimeter, trying to accept the pass. And that is team foul number 5. They're over the limit, so AD is going to go to the line.
I'll tell you what, OKC is living in the moment, and they're finding their hot player, Mike Muscala. I mean, they're up 4, and I didn't realize it until I just looked up. I mean, we're enamored with the record, but OKC obviously has a bigger purpose.
They are shooting 11 of 17 from three-point range as Anthony Davis swishes home the first of 2 free throws. They have 11 threes and 7 twos in the first half. Mike Muscala off the bench is now the leading scorer. He briefly was a Laker Remember, he played with the Sixers and the Lakers in the 18-19 season, played 17 games in the purple and gold, and a second free throw miss by Anthony Davis. OKC has it up 3, lining up a triple is Joe, and splashes home the 12th three-pointer in the first half for the Thunder.
One thing Isaiah Joe can do is shoot the ball. He's a volume shooter. He's gonna get them up.
6-point lead. Thunder, their largest of the half. Pat Beverly wipes out, but they're going to call a foul on OKC. That was Joe that time covering. And that'll put the Lakers right back at the free throw line. Isaiah Joe with his first personal.
You know what's concerning for, I think, Coach Darvin Ham? Yes, they're in this game, but you give it up, 12 for 18 shooting for 66%. That is concerning. That's something to talk about at halftime.
For a team that is a 36% three-point shooting team during the regular year, and again, the Lakers aren't taking advantage on the other end. Another missed free throw. Pat Beverly with the 6th free throw miss for the Lakers in the half. They're just 9 of 15 at the line. Pat Bev spins the ball, shoots the second, and connects, splitting the pair. Lakers within 5, 60-55 Thunder, 5:10 to go, first half in Los Angeles. LeBron James now on the bench, and Jalen Williams way too easy down the lane. The Santa Clara Jalen scores. 62-55 Thunder. Pat Beverly runs the offense, finds a cutting Westbrook right at the 10. He missed the lay-in. Went to the left hand.
Yeah, he should have gone ahead and dunked it.
Should have dunked it.
Dunk it.
Been a rough night for Russell so far.
That's my mentality. That's me talking now.
That's a
I'm
good
like,
point.
just dunk it.
If I had Vince's hops, I'd dunk it too. And OKC gets a Gilgeous-Alexander jumper to go up 9, the biggest lead of the half.
And Russ has those hops. Sometimes we just get too relaxed and just go, I'm just going to lay it up since I'm right here.
Shai Gilgeous is up to 15 points. Westbrook gets into the front court. Darvin Ham calls for a timeout with the Oklahoma City Thunder up 9 over the Lakers. LeBron James, the big show, he's got 20, but the Thunder have the lead with 4.5 to go in the opening half. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indy.
Football season is winding down. Basketball and hockey are heating up, and nothing beats seeing your favorite team live. Not only does Vivid Seats have great ticket prices, they're also the official ticketing partner of ESPN. And with Vivid Seats rewards, when you buy 10 tickets, you get the 11th free. Download the app or visit vividseats.com today. Vivid Seats. Life happens live. Receive a reward credit equal to the average price of the 10 tickets purchased, excluding taxes, fees, and processing costs. See vividseats.com/rewards for terms and conditions.
Wednesday on Canty and Carlin, LeBron is closing in on Kareem in the NBA all-time scoring record.
We'll tell you what it means for his legacy and his place among the all-time greats.
It's Wednesday, Canty and Carlin, 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Did you miss Canty and Carlin?
The Cowboys have committed themselves to winning only at a certain level for the next couple of years.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, and that's why I scratch my head when I look at the Sean Payton hire out in Denver. This guy clearly wanted to get back into coaching after a year hiatus. The Cowboys is a better job than the Denver Broncos are. If Jerry Jones was amenable to giving Sean Payton the final say over the roster, clearly that's an upgrade from where you're at right now.
Canty and Carlin, weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. The Hoop Collective Podcast.
The Warriors could absolutely repeat. The Bucks could absolutely win. The Bucks could have won last year if Middleton was healthy. As I look forward to this summer, I wonder what happens if the Bucks go out early. What happens if the Warriors go out early? Bob Myers is a free agent. Draymond Green wants an extension. You know, both of those teams are in interesting situations that you can't predict right now.
The Hoop Collective Podcast. Listen on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts. Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Max Kellerman.
Dennis in Delaware has something to say.
When Keyshawn has a little gray hair on the side of his head, he looks like Denzel.
He does not look like Denzel Washington. Stop, Dennis. Next caller. Yeah. Denzel Washington. Get the
America's caddy, Michael Collins, ESPN
MC.
golf analyst.
Key was, man, you look like if Denzel and Larry Johnson's grandmama had a baby, man. You look just, I see Key, and I want to just go, my man. Let me tell you, I met Denzel earlier this summer, and when he came out and he looked at me and he goes, my man, when you go with Stephen A. Smith, man, I like that. And I was just like, ah! I turned into I went fanboy crazy. Yeah, so hey, that's a compliment.
My man.
My man.
GJ and Max, followed by Greeny. Mornings on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Kevin Winter with you inside our studios. A couple of other nuggets and scores from around the association tonight. With 6 to go in Denver, the Nuggets are doing bad things to the Timberwolves. 122-87. Nikola Jokic has 20 points, 16 assists, and 12 rebounds, and he may not see the floor and probably hasn't since the third quarter. Denver is just housing Minnesota. Also, Devin Booker returns for Phoenix. Good news for them. They continue to play well on the East Coast. They win in Brooklyn. Brian Windhorst will join me at the half, guys, to talk about LeBron and what he's done in the first half. But, man, what a performance by the Thunder. Kesty, Vince Carter, back to you.
Brian Windhorst, of course, who goes back to LeBron's Akron days in Northeast Ohio. Many of the St. Vincent, St. Mary's teammates who then went to the University of Akron here in the house tonight. It's a reunion of sorts in Los Angeles. James is on the bench. Russell Westbrook missing a layup out of the timeout. And the Lakers still trailing by 9. OKC a chance to go up double digits here. 4:20 to go in the half. Pass to Isaiah Joe, right corner. Drives Hachimura to the top post. Oh, Jalen Williams, great bounce pass down the lane. High-low to Giddey for the bucket.
Just ball movement. OKC's ball movement is breaking down the Lakers defense for easy baskets.
66-55 Thunder. Hachimura, tough shot baseline, contested and missed. The Lakers now down to 50% shooting on the game. OKC's at 61%. As Gilgeous-Alexander had it poked away by Rui, gets it back, takes a baseline right, fires, misses. Westbrook the rebound. Russell outlet, Hachimura, left side front court, angles toward the paint, passes the ball to Schroeder, open corner three is a miss. Rebound, Gilgeous-Alexander tapped it back inbounds and then collected it. SGA front court picked up by Westbrook. 3.5 to go first half. Dribbling back to the basket, backing down Russell. Turns into the lane, fakes up high, spins low, and off the glass and in for SGA.
And this is the reason why he's an all-star. He plays at his pace. Here's a pretty strong defender, a strong player in Westbrook, and he does what he wants with it.
And Schroeder on the other end, a layup to end the 8-0 Oklahoma City run. 68-57 Thunder lead. We're crossing 3 minutes to go in the half. Gilgeous-Alexander with 17 points to lead the Thunder. Jalen Williams, Santa Clara the drive and the layup past Hachimura.
There again, pass, dribble drive to an open, easy layup.
13 points for Santa Clara Jalen. Now they work to Westbrook on top. He'll squeeze out a three, missed it, rebound Giddey. Lakers settling on the perimeter.
When I watch shoot the three-point shot, sometimes he shoots off of 2 feet instead of 1-2 into the shot to get more lift.
Oh, you hear the crowd. LeBron's getting set to check in. First Giddey fakes the pass. Oh, and puts it in from the dotted line.
I like this young man's game. Very smooth, under control.
Down under. Giddey's got 10. 4 Thunder in double figures. They lead by 15. Westbrook another three, but this time he makes it.
You notice the difference. He 1-2, catch and shoot 1-2 into his shot, knocks it down.
Looked into the crowd as well. I think he said, you were booing me earlier.
Yeah,
now
don't cheer for me now.
That's right.
That's what we do as players sometimes. We're sensitive beings. I can admit that.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets around Schroeder, missed the bunny. Here's Hachimura dribbling into the front court. Stops, gives it to Schroeder into the front court. To Westbrook in the corner. He'll take another three. He'll miss it. Offensive board. AD with the cleanup on the weak side.
And this is just telling me that if you're the Lakers, you want to get a shot up, particularly when you have AD in or Bryant, because their ability to rebound and get you extra possessions every time down.
72-62 Thunder lead down to 10. Isaiah Joe catch and shoot three in and out. Rebound controlled by the Lakers. Davis gives it to Schroeder into the front court, trying to chisel into this deficit. Schroeder, hesitation move, drives, lay-in goes down for Dennis Schroeder. 72-64, the Lakers down 8. They've scored 7 in a row since being down 15. And LeBron still waiting to check in, hands on hips at the scores table. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander driving on Schroeder, put a shoulder into him, Dennis stayed in front. Now he tries to back him down the post. Double comes, a whistle, throws it at the rim, no good. Russell Westbrook coming in from behind. 2 officials had the call, and they'll call it on Russell Westbrook.
Russ got caught trying to put his hand in the cookie jar. Gilgeous does a great job of getting his arms under Russ to draw the foul.
First personal, that's the first in the last 2 minutes. And LeBron James wants to come into the game. Pat Beverly's into it with Zach Zarba, and LeBron's telling Pat Bev, enough. I know you want to make your point. He's still on the hip of Zach Zarba, Pat Beverly. Westbrook got called for his first. LeBron and Troy Brown Jr. will have to wait to check in, and Mike Muscala also getting set to come in after a terrific 14-point first half. And we have a delay here, Vince. The clock on the basket to our right, the shot clock is off. The one to our left is on at 59.1 seconds to go in the half. But Zach Zarba working at the table.
Coming back to the bench.
So they're going to send everybody to the bench while they work on the clock to our right. It's the big stage here. LeBron James, 16 points away from becoming the NBA's all-time king. And we have a clock issue on the basket to our right. Mark Kestisher, Vince Carter, our entire ESPN radio crew. John Madani is our producer. Matt Roy is our engineer. Malika Andrews, who you worked with on NBA Today earlier today, will have some post-game interview for us here on a big night in Los Angeles. And while the Lakers, Vince, are down 8, LeBron has delivered in his 15 minutes. 36 points needed. He's got 20 points already.
I tell you what, he has delivered, but I know for Coach Darvin Ham, as they huddle, it's some issues and some concerning issues the way they're just giving up open shots. Well, point-blank layups and open threes. So initial defense looks good, but they can't sustain it throughout 24 seconds and just giving up uncontested shots, which obviously if you're trying to get yourself back into playoff contention, that's something you can't allow.
So, Vince, when your cell phone doesn't work or your printer doesn't work, you just pull out the plug and plug it back in. I think that's what they did because they just cycled the clock and it's on. And we're ready to go.
They say always try that first.
That's it. Unplug it. Plug it back in. Start your day with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max every weekday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern, followed by Greeny with Mike Greenberg until noon on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. We're watching Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when he passed Wilt Chamberlain as the all-time leading scorer back in 1984. It was on that patented skyhook over the mountain man, Mark Eaton, as Gilgeous-Alexander hits the first free throw. That game was played in Las Vegas, which is lost to history because the Utah Jazz back then would play a handful of home games in Las Vegas in the early 80s. The hand you hear, LeBron checking in, 20 points, 16 away from Kareem's record.
And Kareem scored 38, 422. It goes on to score 400 plus more points. But I want to give him his flowers briefly, if I could, is just think about this for a second. We look at today's game, and the three-point shot is dominant. This man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scored 38,000 points on 2-point shots and free throws, and one made 3-point shot.
He was 1 for 18 from 3, and for the first 10 years of his career, the 3-point line didn't exist.
Exactly. So that is just an amazing feat in itself. I know we talk about, this is a historic moment. It is, but if you sit and think about it,
just go.
You
This
get
is foot on the
LeBron
pedal.
Going. I think he's going to get 40 if he doesn't get hurt. And I got to tell you, the atmosphere, I've been to numerous All-Star games in here over the years. I've never seen the celebrity outlay here. And not only the celebrity outlay, but like the billionaire outlay. There's multiple billionaires sitting courtside. Phil Knight, who doesn't come to many games, is here. Jeffrey Katzenberg is here, sitting next to Floyd Mayweather, who's wearing a necklace that I would guess is worth $500,000. I'll consult Vince Carter, my Hall of Famer, next to me. I'm sure he's got a matching one at home. And Usher sitting next to him is wearing like maybe $300,000 in jewelry, and I'm sure he's a little bit embarrassed that he is getting outclassed by Floyd Mayweather and all kinds of actors. And so it's a really incredible atmosphere here for a Laker team that is not very good.
Wendy, appreciate it. Enjoy the second half, buddy.
Take care.
Thunder by 10. Up next on the Golders on Halftime Report. A quick check of the stats. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio on the ESPN app.
Mike Greenberg.
I think the question of can Patrick Mahomes still make a run at being the GOAT, the greatest of all time, is right back on the table. Yesterday was the defining game of Patrick Mahomes' career so far. I know he won a Super Bowl once before, but yesterday was the day that the great ones had. Yesterday is the day that he's limping, hopping on that foot. He loses one receiver, then another receiver. He's up against the other guy, the legend who's looking to take his title in his building, renaming it in honor of the other quarterback. And he heard it, and he rose up. And with a depleted receiving core and everything else, he threw for 340 yards and 2 touchdowns and no picks. The defense didn't touch the football, much less catch it. And in the biggest moments when he could barely walk, he ran. That's the guy who beat you yesterday with his head and with his guts. And that's what the great ones do.
Greeny with Mike Greenberg. Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app. Did you miss Canty and Carlin?
Patrick Mahomes Sr., August 2000, you're in San Diego. He threw a first pitch fastball to Damian Jackson with the bases loaded.
Man, that was a crazy game. It was a funny situation because I was supposed to have the day off. I messed around and I think I ended up giving up 10 runs.
But see, the poor guy was even supposed to pitch that day. That's on you.
I mean, I blame Hershiser on that one.
He hurt his back lifting his kids.
Canty and Carlin. Weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and on Sirius XM Channel 80.
I can't wait till Kansas City and Philly clash. It's going to be awesome, man.
Let's go. The NFL playoffs.
Jalen Hurts, he's definitely not healthy, and that is a story going into the Super Bowl.
Kansas City better be ready to put points on the board to try to take away some of this physicalness.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Quite honestly, this one's going to be, an all-time game, man.
Right now. Continuing in-depth coverage. It all begins each morning at 6 Eastern with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, and continues all day on ESPN Radio. The Low Post Podcast with Zach Lowe.
My gut is, if you force me to bet yes or no on this question, I'm queasy, but I'm betting yes. I think they're going to trade OG Anunoby.
Check out the Low Post Podcast on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
LeBron James, he's 4th all-time in assists. And really, when you think of what he does, do you associate scoring or passing more with LeBron? Because remember, when he came into the league, it's like, not me. He's a great scorer, but I always thought like it was like Michael and Magic had a baby. It was LeBron James. He's a guy who has that next level.
But see, Max, no, I can't let you do that, though.
Do
because
what?
LeBron is one of the most gifted scorers the game of basketball has ever seen.
And what about passing?
Because, well, he's one of the elite passers. But what happens is, because he has, at big moments at times, deferred and made the right play, people have labeled him as not a scorer.
But you're making a pet point that he's a great scorer. I get it. But what I'm saying is, what do you think his greatest ability is?
Scoring.
He's a better scorer than he is a passer?
Yes.
GJ and Max. Mornings on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
LeBron topside three. Yes! 17 for LeBron. And he's 19 points away. OKC has it up 3. Lining up a triple is Joe and splashes home the 12th three-pointer in the first half of the Thunder.
2 stories in the game. Oklahoma City 12-19 from deep. They lead by 10. LeBron has 20. He is 16 points shy of immortality. Does he get it in the second half? We find out next in Los Angeles. That'll do it for us. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Saturday on ESPN Radio. The journey to the tourney takes us to Charlottesville, where 8th-ranked Virginia goes head-to-head with Duke. Coverage begins at 3:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN. The biggest names in sports are on ESPN Radio.
Adam Pac-Man Jones.
You asked Harry and asked his dad who's the best athlete that he ever coached. And I'm not tooting my horn. I was 5'9", blazing fast, and I could do everything.
Deion Branch joins us, Super Bowl MVP.
I think the NFL, we're going to miss Tom. We'll be pretty satisfied with what's behind it.
Joined now by Hall of Fame coach Bill Parcells.
I'm not trying to embarrass this guy because he's sitting there. Well, one thing I loved about Keyshawn, he would do every dirty job you asked him to do. He would do things that other receivers wouldn't do.
Sauce Gardner, Jets corner. Is there anybody you'll be actively recruiting this offseason to try and get him to come play with you?
I don't know, man. Y'all just got to stay tuned. I don't really know.
Ooh, look at Sauce trying to give us a little sauce, but not all of it. Okay, Sauce.
How that works.
The biggest names in sports come here, and it all starts weekday mornings with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, and continues all day. This is ESPN Radio.
What if I told you in Iran, women are banned from going to soccer games?
Mom, take the ball. I love.
For 43 years, Iranian women have fought back.
Police
pushed us.
Troops.
This is their story.
The joy was forbidden. What is the meaning of that? That is how they control you.
I'm Shimol Yai. Listen to the new 30 for 30 podcast, Pink Card. Available now.
Jason Fitz and Harry Douglas are Fitz and Harry.
If there was any chance that Aaron Rodgers was going to walk away, the retirement of Tom Brady makes that absolutely impossible, because I can't imagine any scenario, any quarterback that's had the career that Aaron Rodgers has had would want to go into the Hall of Fame the same year as Tom Brady. How does it feel going into the Hall of Fame knowing that you're going in as the second best quarterback in your own class? Not a chance in hell.
Fitz and Harry, weekdays at noon Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell trouble. They can spell risk if taken by someone they weren't prescribed for, harm if accidentally taken by a child or pet, or overdose if they're not used as directed. Safely dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop boxes. You may find these in your community at local pharmacies or police stations. Visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
I'm Kevin Winter. That'll do it for us inside our studios with the AutoZone. A halftime report. We go back to Crypto.com Arena. A man who scored over 25,000 points in his career. Vince Carter riding shotgun tonight and definitely on Thursday with Marquez Asure. The question is Thursday just going to be the post-mortem, or are we going to see history then, or is it going to be tonight? LeBron 16 shy, but the Lakers down by 10. Casty Vince, back to you in L.A.
Kevin, it was kind of fun. We were kind of making fun, trying to figure out what LeBron James was saying to his sons, and he went over to his wife, Savannah, and I'm telling Vince, you think he's saying, you want to come back Thursday, or should we just get this done right now?
Yeah, and I think the kids are like, do it now. Look around. Everybody's here.
How do you want to do it? What kind of shot do you want? Well, as we get back to the start of the third quarter here, Vince, let's get some halftime adjustments. The good news for LeBron is he's 16 away from the record. The bad news is they gave up 76 first half points, 40 in the second quarter. What do the Lakers got to do?
Defend. And you have to defend at all three levels, for one, but for two, 12 for 19 for 63% shooting from the three-point line. Unacceptable if you're trying to get back into get yourself into playoff contentions and win a basketball game. And, with all of the hype around it, you still want to go out there and give the effort. I mean, it's just one thing OKC is doing is ball movement, breaking down the defense, playing into the clock, getting shots they want. So patience.
They were 7 games under 500 middle of December. They're 14-10 since. They're an impressive, plucky young team. We were wondering how they would do in this LeBron vortex, and for the first 2 quarters, they looked unfazed.
Yes, they blocked out the noise and stuck to their game plan. And clearly, game plan is obviously be active defensively. Yes, LeBron's going to get the best of you sometimes. Continue to play, and offensively, patience ball movement, we'll get the shot we want, and that is happening.
OKC will have the ball to open the second half, going right to left as we watch it. Jalen Williams will get it. Pass down low to Jalen Williams, Arkansas. He's double teamed. Passes out to Josh Giddey. He'll try the triple. It's a miss. Offensive tap out, Jalen Williams, Arkansas, but he was going, because he knew when he tapped it out there was nobody there. The Lakers will get it as the ball trickles across the near left side.
That is a basketball player's habit, just to tip it out.
That's right.
Sometimes you just can grab it. You just don't get it.
Right, you hope somebody's out there on the perimeter. Lakers first crack. James with it. 20 points working. Goes to the baseline. Stops. Waits for traffic to clear. Shoots the jumper. Missed it. Rebound. Arkansas, Jalen Williams. Gives it to Giddey into the front court. Tall Australian point guard will go to his left and pass it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Using a screen to the free throw line. Stops the dribble to Jalen Williams, Arkansas. Back to SGA. Shot clock at 10. Left-hand dribble. Gilgeous-Alexander off the bounce against Davis. Got free. Got space and scored.
And what he did there, Shai Gilgeous, great drive. Little push up, little bump. He initiates the contact to AD, the taller player, to create a little more space for easy jump shot.
It's a young team, but he's already experienced at an all-star. He's got 21 as Anthony Davis dotted line jumper goes down. Lakers back to within 10.
They need to get AD going a little bit. 4 of 7 shooting 9 points, so they're going to need him to wake up. Yes, LeBron James is playing well, but the AD helps keep this ship rolling.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, doubled on the post. He'll pass it to the perimeter. Jalen Williams to Jalen Williams, the two rookies. Now to Kenrich Williams. He'll fire a three over LeBron James. Missed it. They're 0 for 2 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Pat Beverly into the front court. Over the top pass for James. A little too high. Went off of James and out of bounds. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was coming over to defend on that back line.
And there's the activity I talked about earlier. It's just continuing to show hand activity defensively, making things tough for the Lakers to score.
OKC and Jalen Williams up high, a foul as he tried to get around traffic. 10-11 to go here in this third quarter. Pat Beverly tagged for his second. By the way, Vince, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander now at 21 points. 17 straight games of 20 or more points, tying his career best streak, which he set earlier this season.
He's a baller.
Jalen Williams, backdoor pass. Giddey able to drive the baseline and score it. Up a dozen is OKC.
Great backdoor cut by Giddey. Caught Patrick Beverly watching the ball. In help mode, watching the ball. Easy layup.
LeBron looking for a pass inside for AD. Was fronted by Williams. They go to the wing. Schroeder. Shot clock at 10. Schroeder drives the post, jumps it from 15 and knocks it home.
And that's the shot Schroeder's going to have to take. They're fronting LeBron in the post, putting an extra body behind him. So if you're trying to feature him in the post, you probably have to start up a little higher for LeBron and then work your way down deeper into the post.
OKC still up 10. Jalen Williams, Arkansas, looked to pass it. An offensive foul. Schroeder got knocked down trying to get through the middle part of the lane. And they will get Jalen Williams out of Santa Clara with his third personal foul.
I look away and I look back. Schroeder sliding and cleaning up the floor.
Dennis Schroeder, Pat Beverly, the backcourt. LeBron James, Rui Hachimura up front with Anthony Davis. Lakers down 10 in possession. 9.5 to go, third quarter. LeBron, who's got 20 points, 16 away from the record, bounces it to AD, but he never received the pass. Gilgeous-Alexander going the other way. Lakers get back. His pass is intercepted. Ahead to James, one-on-one with SGA, who tipped it away, but a foul is called from the ref on the far side, and that'll be a foul on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He thought he got all ball. We'll look at the replay here. James coming up floor. Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, that was close.
That was close.
That's 4 on Shai, by the way.
Man.
And LeBron will go to the line in the act of shooting, looking for his first points of the second half. He had 20 in the first. 38,372 points for LeBron James. Bounces the ball, sends it skyward, and knocks home the first. 21 for LeBron. He is the oldest player in NBA history to average 30 points per game at any point in the season, now at 38 years of age. Second one on its way. Good. He's 14 points away from passing Kareem. And the Lakers are down 8. 9 minutes to go, third quarter. OKC out in front. Josh Giddey being harassed. Dribbles past the defense. Passes to the wide open Jalen Williams in the corner. The Santa Clara rookie drives. Got fouled by Schroeder. And his shot's no good. He'll go to the free throw line. These are impressive. young players for OKC, heady players.
Yeah, just under control. Great ball fake, getting AD off the floor, getting into the paint, drawing the foul by Schroeder, getting to the line.
LeBron James that time not happy, going over to Zach Zarba, the lead official, played his case. As Jalen Williams, the rookie from Arkansas, hits the first of 2 free throws.
Mark, that's one thing I was very good at, having those conversations with referees, knowing they're not going to change the call. But it's always good to have that conversation with a referee for later on in the game. I really believe that.
Jalen Williams, the Arkansas rookie, with 10 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, puts OKC up 10 on those 2 free throws. Schroeder driving, nice little pocket pass to AD, lost control of it, ball skyward and in the hands of Jalen Williams out of Arkansas. Hits Giddey on the cut, back to Williams, who flushes right over Rui Hachimura. Oklahoma City by a dozen.
OKC's defense. All hands on deck, literally. They're just getting their hands in dribbling lane.
LeBron steps into a 3 and knocks it home. James with 25 points. And as he closes in on the all-time record, he's 11 points away. And the Lakers trailing this one by 9. Near steal, driving in the lane. Gilgeous-Alexander fouled before the shot. Did they get Anthony Davis on the block that time? They will be on AD. That'll be his 3rd. It's an interesting dynamic here tonight at Crypto.com. You got LeBron's scoring chase, and you have their defense unable to contain Oklahoma City, who's up 9. Non-shooting foul was the call. Inbounds Oklahoma City, Josh Giddey. Now to Gilgeous-Alexander on the left. 8 to shoot. Drives in traffic. Out to Jalen Williams, Arkansas. Fakes on the 3. Free throw line against AD. Puts it up at the rim. It falls off. No good.
When the Lakers get stopped, they're able to get in transition like this.
James pulls up from 3 and hits.
For LeBron
28
James
for James.
To hit the 3. When they get stops like this, they can get out in transition and create these opportunities.
He is 8 points away from the record. And he's keeping the Lakers in it. They're down 6. Here's Giddey through traffic. High off the window and in. What a move by Josh Giddey. Better keep our eyes on LeBron. He looks like he's in scoring mode. 8-point lead, Oklahoma City. Here's a little show and go Schroeder. Bounce pass to the wing, Beverly. Drives, goes to AD. Fakes the 3. Moves on Giddey. Lost the handle. Jalen Williams sends it ahead to Jalen Williams. Puts up the layup. Good. The Santa Clara Jalen Williams scoring the lay-in.
They are getting their hands into the mix defensively, creating fast break transition opportunities for themselves.
Pat Beverly will go to Rui Hachimura. He wants to give the ball to LeBron, but he's dribbling top of the circle. He's open. He'll take the shot and he'll drill it.
LeBron says, shoot it. You're open. And I understand it's one of those, it's kind of a, you find a balance. Yes, when you're open, you have to take the shot. Yes, you want to see this historic moment, but you're trying to win as well.
Oklahoma City up 8 in possession. Kenrich Williams finds Josh Giddey left corner. 8 to shoot, 6:40 to go in the 3rd. Giddey drives on Beverly. He's bigger than Pat Bev. Missed, able to get his own miss and put it up and in. Giddey is 6'8", 215. The 20-year-old Aussie puts Oklahoma City up 10. Beverly around the AD screen. 6:20 to go. We try to pass to the opposite corner, but he stepped on the end line. And it's a Laker turnover, their 11th of the game. And that'll bring us to a timeout here in Los Angeles. LeBron James has 8 in the 3rd, 28 in the game, 8 away from the record. But the Lakers trailing OKC 90-80 with 6:23 to go in the 3rd. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
Football season is winding down. Bet at VividSeats.com.
Prime. I will tell you.
But it feels like. I went to the barber. It was not shin strap.
Canty and Carlin.
28 points, 8 here in the 3rd quarter, but the Lakers have not been able to gain. Kevin with you inside our studios. LeBron James 8 away, 28 points, 8 here in the 3rd quarter, but the Lakers have not been able to gain any ground on the Oklahoma City Thunder. As you go back to Mark Testashore and 8-time NBA All-Star Vince Carter, did you guys see before the game LeBron James wearing his headphones on the court warming up? Did you notice what was on top of them? The number's 38388. Exactly what he needed to pass Kareem. I just saw that on Twitter. Guys, must be true. Back to you.
Oh, yeah, indeed. We saw that, too, while he was warming up. He had Kareem's number +1 on top. Those are going to be, well, if those ever get out for bid, that'll be a very expensive set of headphones. We'll give LeBron his. We will. We'll give LeBron his due throughout the night. But Oklahoma City, Vince, this has been impressive here tonight for a young team. They were the youngest roster on opening night, just over 23 years. Window. Still down 12.
It's playing great basketball.
Over Schroeder, the jumper's good. And here they are, Jalen Williams, the Santa Clara rookie, to Jalen Williams. The ice in his veins, 23 for SGA.
And you were talking about this team. And
Lane is picked up by SGA, doubled in the baseline, sends him out to the wing. Now drives to the mid-post, 4 to shoot against the bigger Thomas Bryant, 2 to shoot. Over Schroeder, the jumper's good. Ice in his veins, 23 for SGA.
And you were talking about this team and how they play. He has
by SGA, double 3 years average. Set of headphones. We'll give LeBron his. We will. We'll give LeBron his due throughout the night. But Oklahoma City, Vince, this has been impressive here tonight for a young team. They were the youngest roster on opening night, just over 23 years average. Team that lost 50-plus games back-to-back seasons. And here they are, Jalen Williams, the Santa Clara rookie, to Jalen Williams, the Arkansas rookie. Thanks a lot, OKC, for that. Bounce pass down the lane is picked up by SGA. Doubled in the baseline, sends him out to the wing. Now drives to the mid-post, 4 to shoot against the bigger Thomas Bryant, 2 to shoot. Over Schroeder, the jumper's good. Ice in his veins, 23 for SGA.
And you were talking about this team and how they play. He has not taken a three-point shot. And he's just getting to where he wants to get. His young guys, they're poised and playing great basketball in this moment.
12-point lead. Lakers turn it over. Jalen Williams, Santa Clara, down floor to Giddey, who puts it off the glass. Missed it. Tried to put a little too much touch too high off the window. Still down 12 in the Lakers. 5.5 left in the third. Russell Westbrook dancing with the ball in the dribble. Now drives to the cup. Missed the layup too hard.
It's like his third or fourth point-blank layup.
They're in the booze here inside of Crypto. And now Giddey's pass is tipped away by James. 4-on-2. Pass to James down the lane. Layup, yes! 28 for James. LeBron closing in on Kareem. He's up to 30 points now on that basket. 6 away. Here's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander missing the short bunny. Rebounded by the Lakers. They're down 10. LeBron working with 30. LeBron runs right into Jalen Williams, Santa Clara. Knocks him down. Offensive foul on LBJ.
We're talking about young guys here. High basketball IQ. Young fella understanding, yes, LeBron is trying to break the record. When he's in transition, he didn't shoot the three, so where is he going? To the rim. He stood there, took that charge for the good of their team, being that they're up 8. Up 10.
Playing well ahead of their years, the two Jalen Williamses, the two rookies. 4:50 to go in the third. Thunder 92, Lakers 82. Jalen Williams, Santa Clara rookie. Pull-up jumper, 10 feet, missed it. James the rebound. LeBron is 6 points away from holding the all-time record for points. In the lane, spins, down the lane, off the glass, missed it. Rebound offensive, Thomas Bryant puts it in. And a timeout called by OKC and Mark Daigneault with the Thunder lead down to 8. Lakers trying to come back. LeBron James trying to set an all-time record. 4:31 to go in the third in Los Angeles. Thunder 92, Lakers 84. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
I'm Pablo Torre, host of the podcast ESPN Daily. Every weekday morning, I will bring you the best sports story you'll hear all day. Today on ESPN Daily, the sharpest NFL analyst in the business gives you everything you need to know about Super Bowl 57, a cheat sheet so you can be smarter than everybody else that you know. So follow us and listen wherever you get good podcasts.
Mike Greenberg. Greeny.
If the Jets are meeting with Derek Carr and they've offered him a bunch of money, the Jets know they're not getting Rodgers. However, if you start hearing other teams are in it for Carr and the Jets are nowhere to be found, they're not making any overtures, I have been told by people whose opinions I value that is a signal that the Jets think they have a real shot at Aaron.
Greeny, weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app. Jason Fitz and Harry Douglas are Fitz and Harry.
I think there is absolutely, positively zero chance that the Green Bay Packers would entertain any offer that sends Aaron Rodgers to the San Francisco 49ers, no matter where he came from, no matter what team he rooted for. I don't think there's any reason that the Packers would allow that to happen. They can easily go to him and say, you got two choices, play for me or don't play anywhere.
Fitz and Harry, weekdays at noon Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Medicaid and CHIP offer free or low-cost health coverage for children and teens. Hospital and doctor visits, prescriptions, shots, and more are covered. That's peace of mind for parents if a child is sick or gets injured. And parents may now be eligible for Medicaid too, even if they've applied in the past. Enrollment is always open. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 1-877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Into our studio, Keyshawn, J. Mo, and Max. Join us tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Well, no, we join them, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, ESPN Radio, ESPN2, ESPNU. It looks like they'll be talking about history in the NBA, which Mark Testishore, Vince Carter begs the question, as LeBron is 6 points away, does he do it on a skyhook? Yet the Lakers are still down 8. Back to the third quarter in L.A., guys.
Probably sore. Yeah, we were watching him work on some, I guess you would call them baby hook shots, not true sky hooks, but begs the question. LeBron has his right sneaker off right now, and he's rubbing a tennis ball underneath to, I don't know if he's working out a cramp or, but he's on the bench.
Possibly, it's a little sore under there.
You mean he is human?
Yeah.
He's got plantar fascia?
Somewhat.
He's going to be
not enough to where he's not playing. I'll tell you that.
That's true. 38 years and 6 points away, and we may not get it till late third or in the fourth quarter. He's on the bench now. But Oklahoma City has the lead by 8. Jalen Williams, Santa Clara out to Isaiah Joe. Finds Gilgeous Alexander on the wing with 23 points working. With a dribble to Joe. Squares for 3. Launches and hits the first second-half triple for Oklahoma City after 12 in the first half.
Once again, ball movement. Swing, finding an open shooter, and they knock it down.
95-84, OKC. Westbrook, two-pointer, no. Muscala's in the game, has the rebound. Mike will outlet to Gilgeous Alexander. Dribbles inside the arc, crossing over dribble against Troy Brown. Gets in deep and scores. What a move from 0 to 60.
Just a hesitation dribble to get to where you want. This guy's a special player, and there's a reason why he's an all-star.
He's got 25 points working. Here's a touch pass. Westbrook down to Brown for the easy bucket. Lakers still down 11, 3.5 minutes to go. Well, you mentioned Shai Gilgeous-Alexander headed to Salt Lake City to his first all-star game. He's got 31 30-point games in his 5th year. They work it to Joe. Corner 3, no. Long rebound. Lonnie Walker's got it for L.A.
Lakers very fortunate there. Got caught sleeping once again. Strong side, you shouldn't give up a 3-point shot.
Walker around the Bryant screen, tosses it up, missed it, rebounded by Aaron Wiggins of OKC. Wiggins accelerates past the 3-point line. Left side pass to Joe beyond the arc. Isaiah guarded by Westbrook. Finds Muscala for 3. No, missed it. Rebounded by Schroeder.
He's cooling off.
He was 4 for 5. He came out of the gate hot from 3-point land. Here's Brown, quick trigger 3, good from the left. And the Lakers get 3 back quickly. They're down 8.
And that's how you're going to get back in this game. Yes, you're giving up open shots. It looks like Lakers are in a zone right now, 2-3 zone.
And Isaiah Joe going to shoot over it and connect from the right wing. And how about the thunder from distance?
Unbelievable. And that's disappointing. When you're in the zone, that's why you're in the zone to, not to give up 3-point shots, particularly open 3-point shots.
Westbrook's going to drive right to the teeth of the defense and lay it in to get the Lakers back within 9. Oh, and a travel on OKC on the inbound turnover Thunder. Now LeBron's going to check into the game. He wasn't even at the table. Anthony Davis was. LeBron sprinted in. That right foot's feeling okay. We're seeing a shot of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wearing a Captain 33 jacket.
Letting us know he's still the captain.
And the record he has had for north of 38, almost 39 years is in jeopardy. LeBron's got 38,382 career points, 5 away from the tie, 6 away from the all-time record. Westbrook drives by LeBron, puts it at the rim. AD never had a chance at it. Doesn't matter. There's an OKC foul. He got caught up that time. I think they're going to get Aaron Wiggins on the foul. It is on Wiggins, his third. Oklahoma City's third team foul this quarter. Side in Lakers from the right to Westbrook. Westbrook using the James screen at the free throw line. Now passes to James at the cup for the score. 32 for LeBron, 4 points away from the record.
And typically he pops out. Great fake backdoor to probably his easiest bucket of the night.
Great high-low pass. Kendrick Williams now sends it out to Muscala. Buries a deep 2. Mike Muscala with 16 off the bench for OKC. They lead 102-93. Minute 40 to go. Pass to the top. AD the catch and guides it through the cylinder. Anthony Davis with the 2 as the Lakers stay within 7. 90 seconds to go here in the third. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, left-hand dribble against Lonnie Walker. Inside the arc, tries to penetrate, got fouled. Walker commits the personal foul. Does that put the Lakers over the limit? Nope, that is 4 team fouls in the quarter. Oklahoma City will have it on the side. Lonnie Walker with his first personal. Wiggins will inbound to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. On top of the arc on the right, guarded by Troy Brown Jr. Now moves to his left to the free throw line. Floater's on its way, no good. Rebound tip out to the Laker bench. Anthony Davis dives and saves it as he heads into the bench. Down low to James, layup good! LeBron is 2 points away. 34 for LeBron James. They're on their feet in Los Angeles. Timeout, Oklahoma City.
And if you're a Laker fan, you'll still hold your breath. Anthony Davis saves the ball into the stands. You see, he takes everyone out to help LeBron get 2 points away from history.
LeBron James has 14 third-quarter points, 34 points in the game, 38,386. One behind the man who's up on his feet and clapping right now, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 2 for breaking the record. 102-97. Bigger story. Lakers now within 5. 106 to go in the third. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
You know, I've seen tweets like the Bucks need to rebuild. There's still a lot of talent on this roster. Let me put it this way. If Derek Carr were to come and be the quarterback, a lot of people would pick the Bucks to win the division.
Listen and subscribe to The Mina Kimes Show, featuring Lenny, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Chasing history.
Hold your end of the bargain up. Don't rely on nobody, but know that you got help.
LeBron James continues chasing the all-time scoring leader, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
There it is. LeBron James, the youngest to 28,000 points.
The countdown, the reaction, and the very latest as he storms toward 38,388.
LeBron, 3 to shoot. For 3. Good!
Right here on ESPN Radio.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Are you working way too hard for way too little? There's never been a better time to consider a career in IT. You could enjoy a recession-resistant career in a rewarding field with plenty of growth opportunities and often flexible work environments. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You could start your new career in months, not years. Take classes online or on campus, and financial aid is available to qualified students, including the GI Bill. Now is the time. mycomputercareer.edu.
Hard Kestisher, Vince Carter with you from Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. Oklahoma City with it. 102-97 lead over the Lakers. LeBron James 2 points from history as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's fouled on a baseline shot, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Foul's going to be on Anthony Davis, who's going to pick up his 4th. And Gilgeous-Alexander, who makes a nice living from the free throw line, 9 of 10 tonight, 25 points and counting, make it 26 points. The Lakers will get some subs in. Thomas Bryant coming in. LeBron James is setting up on the far side. 1 point behind Kareem, 2 from the record as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hits the free throws. OKC goes up 7. Could this be the historic moment? Russell Westbrook to LeBron James. James left baseline against Kenrich Williams. Guarded tightly, gets rid of it, gets it back, 10 to shoot. James beyond the arc. James the pass to Brown. They work it to the corner. Lonnie Walker's 3, no good. Rebounded by OKC.
LeBron goes to the post up, thinking he was trying to get to that jump hook or sky hook, and saw the double team.
Muscala for 3, no good. Rebounded by the Lakers. Up ahead, Russell Westbrook. LeBron just loping into the front court. 2 points away from the record. Westbrook to James at the elbow. James turns. The crowd wants it. James free throw line. James fade. Jumper. Good! NBA history in Los Angeles. LeBron James. A record that had stood for almost 4 decades. Now belongs to the King. 38,389 points and climbing. And with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar here in attendance to pass the baton, LeBron James is the NBA's new all-time scoring king. His Lakers teammates clapping out on the court. The media and the cameras surrounding James, who's calling for his family to come join him on the floor. 20 years in the making. And LeBron James is now the NBA's all-time leading scorer. The Lakers within 5, 10 seconds to go in the third. And we're going to have a little celebration first before this game resumes, Vince Carter.
Well deserved. I don't know what the score is, and it doesn't matter because we got to witness history. It's an unbelievable mark. Congratulations to LeBron James, his family. Just what he's doing at 38 is unbelievable. You see, he got to his spot, to his patent fadeaway. Wow. What a moment.
LeBron James, who didn't come into this league to be a scorer, right? Loves to assist as the author of the...
Take care of his body. Time you would go into Cleveland, you see that picture of LeBron James.
LeBron James. You talk about a guy in Vince time leading scorer. The Lakers within 5, 10 seconds to go in the third. And we're going to have a little celebration first before this game resumes, Vince Carter.
Well deserved. I don't know what the score is, and it doesn't matter because we got to witness history. It's an unbelievable mark. Congratulations to LeBron James, his family. Just what he's doing at 38 is unbelievable. You see, he got to his spot, to his patent fadeaway. Wow. What a moment.
LeBron James, who didn't come into this league to be a scorer, right? Loves to assist. He's number 4 on the assist charts, but he has averaged 20 points per game every season of his career, 25 points per game every season except his first. And now Lawrence Tanter, the public address voice, announcing LeBron James, and the baton will be passed. It'll be a basketball that'll be passed. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is here. So is the commissioner, Adam Silver. First, they're going to show a video of LeBron James, and we're seeing the high school LeBron James. You talk about a guy, and Vince, this is in your time. I mean, you're just a few years into the league, and they've anointed him the chosen one. And you're thinking, how could he live up to the hype?
Absolutely. I mean, every time you would go into Cleveland, you see that picture of LeBron James in the building, and wow, he special player. Unbelievable moment. His ability to take care of his body for this long, to play at this level, he deserves everything he's getting at this moment.
LeBron James, for his entire life, has known Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the author of the NBA all-time scoring lead. He was born about 8 months after Kareem passed Wilt in 1984. And now with Kareem in attendance, LeBron James, who came into the league at 18, was the fastest to 1,000 points, was the fastest to 2,000. Every marker, 3, all the way up to 38,000, he was the fastest, and now he's the all-time points champion in NBA history. He's at half court now just trying to
take it all in.
Settle, take it all in. He's had so many moments, whether it be with the Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, and now the Los Angeles Lakers. Here comes Kareem. Here comes the commissioner, Adam Silver. Let's turn it over to Lawrence Tanter.
The legend who has held the all-time scoring record since 1984. The captain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And it's a big moment for Kareem as well. We're going to hear from the commissioner first, who's just been handed a microphone. Adam Silver to talk.
A record that has stood for nearly 40 years, which Kareem, many people thought would never be broken. LeBron, you are the NBA's all-time scoring leader. Congratulations.
And now Kareem holds a basketball high in the air and hands it to LeBron. A handshake and a hug from the captain, 5-time champ with the Lakers.
The new all-time scoring leader, number 6, LeBron James.
James holding the ball. Now he's going to get in the middle between Kareem and the commissioner, Adam Silver. He's got about 100 members of the media out on the floor snapping pictures. Now the commissioner walks away and says, "You two, the scoring champ that held it for 39 years, and now the newly minted NBA scoring champ, LeBron James." And Vince, as you pointed out, he's not done. I mean, folks are saying maybe a couple more years. He might have 5 years left in those legs. He could get north of 42,000 when it's all said and done.
42,000.
Ladies and gentlemen,
LeBron's going to address the crowd.
The all-time leading scorer. You have witnessed it. LeBron
He's
James.
breaking down in some tears here. This is an emotional moment for LeBron. Spoke here when Kobe passed, maybe the most emotional moment, and now about to take the mic.
I just want to say thank you to the Laker faithful. You guys are one of a kind. To be able to be in the presence of such a legend and great as Kareem, it means so much to me. It's very humbling. Please give a standing ovation to the captain, please. To my beautiful wife, my daughter, my 2 boys, my friends, my boys, my family, my mother, everybody that's ever been a part of this run with me the last 20 years, 20 plus years. I just want to say I thank you so much, because I wouldn't be me without y'all. All y'all help, all y'all passion, all y'all sacrifices helped me get to this point. And to the NBA, to Adam Silver, to the late, great David Stern, I thank you guys so much for allowing me to be a part of something I've always dreamed about. And I would never, ever in a million years.
Well, I don't know if there's any dumb button here, but LeBron overcome my emotion and a little FCC action on the way out.
And just think he has to play a basketball game, continue to finish a game. Now it's about trying to win the game, kind of to settle your emotions in. But, I think about Kareem, what he's thinking. Because just like you held this record for so long, it's just a part of you. It's like whatever. And now, you hear it,
Yep.
and here we are.
It's amazing that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Wilt Chamberlain held the scoring record in the NBA for a combined 57 years. 39 for Kareem, who passed Wilt in April of '84 at the age of 37. And now on a Tuesday night in Los Angeles, February 7th, 2023, right around 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, LeBron James has overtaken Kareem as the NBA's all-time leading scorer. He's sitting at 38,388 points and counting because he's not done yet. But can he overcome the emotion? He's kissing and hugging his mom, Gloria. It's just A-list all around the arena right now. Got a hug from Jay-Z. He's getting a hug right now from Magic Johnson.
Lamar Odom just says to me what I've been saying. He didn't think anyone would ever eclipse Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he was around my time as well. It's unbelievable. And the cool thing about it is we're going through this, and the first thing you see LeBron say, all right, let's finish, let's play.
Yeah, let's go.
Just so he can calm down. I get it, but he deserves all of the celebration.
It was funny, though. He set up, you're right, he set up in the baseline left the first attempt. He wanted the skyhook.
Yes.
Kenrich Williams did a nice job defensively, kept him from that. And then the second time down, LeBron said, you know what, I'm just going to hit him with the fade.
I'm just going to hit it with the fade. Go get it how I can. Wow. Oh, yeah, it's a basketball game, guys.
LeBron James. Pat Bev, you allowed to have cell phones on the bench? He had his cell phone out. He was snapping a couple of pictures. It's big time for all those players over there who get to say they were on the floor with LeBron James when he broke the record. Now, did they ice Oklahoma City a little bit?
Right.
Maybe they're hoping. They're down 5.
Or can they now play spoiler?
10.9 seconds to go in the third. So LeBron didn't even need 3 quarters to get his 36 points out of the way. What a season for LeBron James at age 38. 36 straight games of at least 20 points. 19-time All-Star. Probably not done tonight. Here's Giddey rushing into the front court. 8 seconds to go. Giddey from the right wing with 5. Giddey to the baseline right with 3. Pass on top to Joe. 1 dribble and a 3 at the horn. No good. It rims out. No whistle. As Lonnie Walker closed out hard and Joe ended up on the deck, and we are through 3 in Los Angeles. We saw history, LeBron James, the newly minted all-time leading scorer, and the Lakers, who trailed by as many as 15, down 5 as we go to the 4th. Oklahoma City 104, Lakers 99, 12 minutes to go. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
The NBA is going OFF. Listen, I got all the facts to back it all up. 30 teams after one dream, 24 seconds to make magic with the Rock. 7-footers raining deep threes. 2 guards dunking and leaving you in shock. And first-year hoopers balling with ease. All that, all the time, all around the league. And the NBA isn't leaving anyone behind. The NBA season continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
Wendy's 2 for $6 lets you mix and match some of our best items, like Dave Single with a 10-piece crispy nugs, medium strawberry lemonade with a spicy chicken sandwich, spicy chicken with a Dave Single with a strawberry lemonade, strawberry lemonade, if you're into that. Chicken Sam, crispy nugs, strawberry lemonade, Dave's, nugs, Sam. Whew. Pick what you want at a price you want. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's 2 for $6.
For a limited time, price participation may vary at U.S. Wendy's. On the card only, single item at regular price.
Get in zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. Thinking about gas mileage? If your check engine light is on, it may be affecting your MPGs, but the free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help. With the most complete free warning light report backed by technician-verified fixes, you'll know what's affecting your gas mileage and more, and you don't have to drive too far to find the fix. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service is available at all 6,200 stores. Get in zone, AutoZone. See details at AutoZone.com.
Your morning coffee. Hot, delicious, comforting. But by the 3rd or 4th cup, your stomach might feel a little acidic. If coffee doesn't always agree with you, try a 5-Hour Energy instead. It's mild, without the acidity of coffee. Plus, it provides an alert, energized feeling that helps get you through the day. Coffee in the morning, 5-Hour Energy after. Your stomach will thank you. Discover 5-Hour Energy. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
Spencer with you. We go to the fourth. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
James free throw line. James fade. Jumper. Good! NBA history in Los Angeles. LeBron James. A record that had stood for almost 4 decades. Now belongs to the King.
He passes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He has 36. More importantly, the Lakers close to within 5. We go back to Mark Kestisher and Vince Carter. Do we see 50 or does he end it tonight with an epic game winner? So much to be decided. And it's a 5-point game, guys. What's left in the tank? Back to you.
That's what we were just discussing here, Kev. 15-point deficit down to 5. Is it the last of the great theater that LeBron James will author tonight?
No, I think we're going to see some more, particularly when he comes back in the game. I mean, they're going to make a push wherever they are. Hopefully this unit here can get some scoring, but I think LeBron's going to make it special. Hey, if you're going to go, you might as well go all the way. Why not?
36 for James, 26 minutes on the bench with Anthony Davis on the bench as well to start the fourth. Russell Westbrook up to the left for Troy Brown Jr. Now gets it off to Lonnie Walker on top of the arc. Lonnie will drive in the lane. Floater off the glass and Embiid will wave it off. It's a charge called against Walker that time on the drive. No basket. Second foul on Walker.
I mean, this young OKC team is just doing a great job of helping the helper, is what we call. The player gets beat, the next line of defense is right there, taking charge, not allowing the Lakers to score in their paint.
OKC has the 2 Jalen Williams on the floor. Josh Giddey now to Isaiah Joe at the top. Joe off the dribble. Sidestep, deep 2. Front rim, no. Tapped up by Jalen Williams, Santa Clara, no. Thomas Bryant, nice end line save for the Lakers. Gives it to Walker. Drives hard down the lane. Bounce pass to the left corner. Troy Brown defended. Will give it up to Russell. Westbrook nearly lost the handle on the drive. Now cuts back into the lane. Jump stop. Lost the handle again. Out of bounds. Oh, they'll say OKC touched it last. Josh Giddey twirling the finger. He wants his coach to review it, but you got to save the challenge. And they will. Oh, maybe they won't. Timeout is called, and they go into a challenge here at 11:16 to go in the fourth. They are going to challenge. A little surprised they would use the challenge in a 5-point game with 11:16 to go.
Ruling on the floor is Lakers basketball. OKC's taking a timeout to challenge the ruling on the floor.
There you go. Zach Zarba, our lead official, will tell you how it comes after the timeout. OKC 104, Lakers 99, opening 44 seconds of the fourth quarter. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
New Orleans Pelicans star CJ McCollum.
What I don't like is when a ref misses a call, they look at me like I'm crazy. I say, hey, check that at halftime. And they don't have the accountability of, yeah, I missed that one. That's on me. What I love to see is, I think that was a foul, CJ? I'll check it out. Check it out. And they come back and say it. Or they come back and say, hey, I watched it. I don't think that was a foul. Here's why. That's a positive dialogue. I love to have that type of dialogue because that means you care about your job.
The CJ McCollum Show. Listen wherever you get your podcast.
ABC Hockey Saturday begins with a double dose of cup contenders. First, Steven Stamkos and the Tampa Bay Lightning head to Dallas to face Jason Robertson and the Stars. Then, Alex Ovechkin looks to power the Washington Capitals past David Pastrnak and the Boston Bruins. ABC Hockey Saturday, presented by Expedia. Lightning Stars at 1 p.m. Eastern. Capitals Bruins at 3:30. Saturday on ABC and ESPN+. That is hockey.
I'm Pablo Torre, host of the podcast ESPN Daily. Every weekday morning, I will bring you the best sports story you'll hear all day. Today on ESPN Daily, Wright Thompson spends a lot of quality time with Joe Montana, who tells us how he really feels about Tom Brady. So follow us and listen wherever you get good podcasts.
Undefeated South Carolina, unbeaten LSU. A showdown between coaching legends Dawn Staley and Kim Mulkey, and featuring women's basketball's double-double queens.
Boston, an open look, gets it to go!
Angel Reese. unmatched energy. That's our move. Number 3 LSU, number 1 South Carolina. Tips off Sunday at 2 Eastern on ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN app.
Kevin Richard with you inside our studios. We have a new NBA all-time scoring king. LeBron James broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record in the closing seconds of the third quarter. He has 36. Passes Kareem by 1. He's still on the bench right now. We start the fourth. Mark Testashire, 8-time NBA All-Star. Vince Carter. I like this nugget from ESPN Stats and Info. Among these other unbreakable records, most consecutive games with 10-plus points. LeBron James has 1,140. Guys, the next active streak belongs to Joel Embiid at 109. Back to you.
Yeah, I have a feeling Vince and I were going through some unbreakable records. Nobody's catching Wilt Chamberlain's 50.4 points per game average for a season.
That's insane.
Never scored less than 26 points a game that year. 45 games of 50 or more, including the infamous 100-point game. That one's not falling.
No.
This one, we'll see how far LeBron can set the bar. He's 36 points at 38,388. Got a big smile on his face as he sits on the bench. By the way, we went to break. Oklahoma City challenged the call, and they were right.
Yeah.
So OKC will keep the ball. Russell Westbrook with the turnover. And now we're just waiting for Zach Zarba, who's still at the table. I think he's talking to some of the NBA broadcast folks here. It's not a clock issue or anything like that.
They showed LeBron on the Jumbotron, and it looked like a player who is relieved.
Yes.
That this is done.
Weight of the world.
Yep.
He was embracing it the last few days, but then you got to today.
You hear you talk about it enough, and then you're playing the game. Now you just want to kind of get that over and on to the next.
And now we got a game. Oklahoma City with it, up 5. Isaiah Joe off the curl left, 10 to shoot. Goes to Jalen Williams, Arkansas. Deep 2 on its way in. Pretty good shooter at 6'10".
These guys are in rhythm now. I mean, you have guys, Isaiah Joe hitting shots. They run them off multiple screens to create an open shot for Williams.
7-point lead, OKC. Russell Westbrook from the right in the high post. Defended by Joe. Pushed him out to the three-point line. Now drives into Joe. Got down to the restricted area. Tried to pass. Tipped in the air. Hachimura's got it 4 to shoot. Rui drives to the elbow. Jumper good from 15 feet away.
And that's why he's such a great pickup. A guy who can get his own shot. He's big enough to shoot over most guards or forwards in the league. And it's a great pickup to add to what you already have with LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Lakers back within 5. Joe on the right to Williams. Right back to Joe. Finds Jalen, Arkansas. Up top they go. Now to Wiggins on the left. 4 to shoot. Wiggins driving in. Now cuts to the left. Gets underneath the basket. Tried to wrap around. Tipped out of bounds. Shot clock expired. Zach Zarba says the 24-second shot clock violation. Lakers basketball.
Young mistake. He had the left-hand layup, tried to get to his strong hand. Obviously, he was thinking somebody's going to block it from behind, but you're trying to go up and under on a big, which is never good.
Lakers down 5 with AD and LeBron on the bench. Westbrook rises from 3 and connects. Been a tough night for Russell. A big hit there. Lakers within 2. Closest they've been in a long while. Russell's got 16.
4 for 7 from 3.
Here's Giddey on the drive, and his layup no good. I thought someone might have touched that on the cylinder, no call. Here's Russell looking for the tie, or maybe the lead out to Hachimura. He drives in from the arc, gets deep, puts it up, rattles it in. We are tied at 106. The Lakers have come back from down 15.
And there it is once again, Rui getting the ball on the wing, using his size and his height, getting into the paint, getting an easy layup or a tough layup.
7 straight for the Lakers. Joe, 3. Yes, ending that 7-0 run. Isaiah Joe with his 4th triple of the night. 15 total for Oklahoma City, back up by 3. Russell gets low box, outside Hachimura, fakes on the 3 on Jalen Williams, Santa Clara, drives him to the stripe, puts up a 17-footer short. Isaiah Joe the rebound. Into the front court, leaves it for Giddey, accelerates on Hachimura, bounce pass to Jalen Williams, Santa Clara for the layup. Beautiful pass and a great finish by Williams.
I thought that might have been a foul there on Bryant, excuse me.
So did Jalen Williams of Santa Clara. He thought so too. Here's a pass stolen by Jalen Santa Clara. And jams it home with a right hand. A steal and a score for the rookie from Santa Clara as Oklahoma City takes a 7-point lead. Jalen Williams, Santa Clara, the 12th overall pick, rose in the draft ranks late before the draft, and he has delivered on both ends. Oklahoma City blew a 15-point lead. They're up 7, and we got a timeout, Los Angeles. 8:40 to go, fourth quarter. Got quiet in here. Oklahoma City 113, the Lakers 106. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new place. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can therapist.
Premium travel benefit. 13.
All of you logged on to our Twitter account at
Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
And 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel. The Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, perfect for seeing Taylor Swift The Eras Tour, presented by Capital One. Ooh, I do love her. Earn 5 times miles on flights and 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel.
Enjoy your stay in Suite 13.
Whoa, 13? That's Taylor's lucky number. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Kevin Wojcicki, I want to thank all of you who logged on to our Twitter account at NBA on ESPN Radio to vote in the AutoZone in the Zone poll question. Yes, tonight 100% of you said LeBron James would be the player to get in the zone because he made history. Also, Mark Testishore, Vince Carter, Andrew Bernstein of Getty Images. He's got the picture. I emailed it to you. From the baseline, LeBron James on the fadeaway. It's gorgeous. You'll see it everywhere. Back to you guys in L.A.
I just got it downloaded, Kev. There's so many people in this building hogging up the Wi-Fi. Yeah. It took a while. Great shot from behind. And, of course, he is the foremost photographer in Southern California.
Oh, yes.
Hall of Famer. And just got himself another probably award-winning shot as LeBron James surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But can they surpass Oklahoma City? The Thunder have regained the lead. Walker, 3 from the right. No, rebounded by Josh Giddey. OKC up 7 in possession, 8:20 to go. Go ahead, Vince.
Lakers have plenty of time right now. AD back in the game, LeBron back in the game. You want your 2 superstars now to take over.
Giddey flipped it up, got it batted out on the miss to Isaiah Joe. He misses a 3, and the Lakers have it. Anthony Davis is back on the floor, so is LeBron James. And a pass for James is stolen. Jalen Williams, the rookie from Santa Clara, with another steal. Pass to the corner, Joe's 3, up and in. Oklahoma City Thunder playing older than their age. 10 consecutive points for the Thunder.
Oklahoma City turning turnovers into 3-point shots. That's winning basketball right there.
They've gone up 10 on a 10-0 run after they blew the 15-point lead. Here's LeBron James on the wing. Fires to Davis. Down to Schroeder. Left corner triple up. No good. Rebound tap by OKC, but the Lakers collect. Davis to Walker on the right. To James. Corner 3 on its way. Oh, it's flat and short off the side rim. Rebounded by OKC with 7:20 to go. Thunder have scored the last 10 points in the ballgame. Lead at 116-106. Giddey dribbles to the right. Looks to pass. Bounces it to Wiggins. Right of the circle. Back to Giddey. 8 to shoot. Giddey on the perimeter. Drives into the purple painted lane. Turns, fades, fires air ball. Joe saves it. 2 to shoot. Off the cut to Giddey. Off the window and in. What a recovery late clock.
That's just sticking to it, not giving up on the play. And then on the other side, Lakers watching. and not reacting.
12 consecutive Thunder points. They're up a dozen. Hachimura drives, fouled by Giddey with 6:45 to go. Oklahoma City saw the lead disappear. LeBron's already been feted as the all-time scoring champ. The building was electric, and they have quieted them.
Yes. Their play defensively has been impressive. Their play, meaning Oklahoma City's defense, has been impressive, and how they're handling themselves offensively with patience and ball movement, allowing the ball to find an open shooter.
First free throw from Hachimura is good. Couple of subs coming in. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Mike Muscala coming in. Giddey will head to the bench. So will Jalen Williams, the rookie from Arkansas. The Santa Clara rookie named Jalen Williams stays in the game. Second free throw rattles out for Rui. Rebounded by OKC. 118-107. Thunder lead it by 11. 6.5 to go. Gilgeous-Alexander to Muscala up top. They work it to Jalen Williams. Santa Clara rookie for three. Rattles out. Davis rebounds Los Angeles. See if the Lakers can end this spurt. James already has the all-time scoring record. Fakes on a three, gives it up, gets it back. Tip of the circle, feeds the rolling Hachimura. Defense recovers. Out to Beverly on the wing. 6 to shoot. Now Hachimura has it, and his three goes down. Much needed.
Yeah, took the page out of OKC's book to show patience. Continue to move the ball until they found the open player. They were able to knock down open three.
Hachimura's got 14. Lakers within 8. Aaron Williams, stutter step move, blows by the defense and scores the easy deuce. Aaron Wiggins out of Maryland, the rookie. They just got so many good young players here. Sam Presti with that treasure trove of picks. They're doing a good job selecting. Here's Hachimura for the Lakers, down 10. 5.5 to go, double covered, baseline right. Jump pass stolen. Jalen Williams out of Santa Barbara. 3 steals here in this quarter. Stops at the elbow. Finds Muscala. His 10-footer, no. Rebounded by the Lakers. Lakers have 17 turnovers tonight. LeBron James from the right already has the record. Turns into a double team. Pass. Schroeder from the left. Spins down the lane. Layup, yes, with 5:10 to go.
There, once again, the patience, ball movement. The ball made itself from side to side. Then dribble penetration by Schroeder for a layup.
8-point game. Oklahoma City still leading. Shai Gilgeous, elbow jumper, no. Rebounded by Hachimura and the Lakers. LA coming left to right. James to Beverly, right wing. He'll square for 3. He'll miss it. Long rebound. Oh, Anthony Davis never went to grab it. Muscala has it. Up ahead, SGA. Topside 3. Good. Big mistake by the Lakers, and SGA made it pay.
If I'm not mistaken, that's it. Yes, that's his first 3-point shot attempt and make for the night.
And it gives him 30, and Gilgeous-Alexander just took it away from Schroeder, and Dennis had to foul. SGA was going the other way. Now, is it a take foul? That's the question. Or is it a loose ball foul? Mark Daniel arguing that case. Zach Zarba, the lead official, going over to talk to Gilgeous-Alexander. The foul on Schroeder is his second. Still discussing it with Natalie Sago. There's a transition take foul is a new rule this year. You got to make a play on the ball. The question is, did Schroeder make a play on the ball as Gilgeous-Alexander took it, and now they will go to the monitor to take a look and see. With 4:28 to go in the fourth quarter, and Oklahoma City leading 123 to 112. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
On the floor is a defensive foul on Schroeder. The play is under review to see if it meets the criteria for a clear path foul.
Okay, so they're going one step further, not just take, but clear path, because nobody was back on the other end. So we'll take a look at that one. We'll check our attendance tracker here at Crypto.com Arena. Our attendance tonight, 18,977, brought to you by Vivid Seats, where you earn rewards with every purchase. Vivid Seats Rewards is your ticket to more tickets. Vivid Seats, life happens live. Mark Kestisher, Vince Carter, and our entire ESPN radio crew, and the patience of the Los Angeles fans who are known to leave early. When do they start heading to the exits with their team down 11 with
I feel
4:28
like
to go.
everyone's looking.
After review, the ruling on the floor is a common foul as there is a defender ahead of the basketball at the time of the personal foul.
Did you see that on the replay?
Oklahoma City ball side out.
Yes, I saw LeBron. I was curious how they view LeBron being back. But I wonder if the fans are just looking around and saying, all right, who's going to be first to leave? I don't want to be the one.
We came here to celebrate LeBron James. We wanted to celebrate a victory. We can't leave him yet. 4:28 to go. It is.
You know, it happens like early, like in the third. It's still a 12 minutes of basketball.
Most have stayed.
Yeah,
Most have stayed. I saw a few people headed to the exits, but predominantly fans are still here. 11-point lead, OKC. Possession with Jalen Williams, the rookie from Santa Clara, finding Isaiah Joe at the top. Now dribbles to the high post. Back to Jalen Williams. Outside to Joe. Squares for three. On its way, not there. And Westbrook skies for the rebound. Russell busting into the front court. All the way deep. Lays it up and in the blink of an eye. Lakers within 9.
And that's what Coach Darvingham said. You know, he wants Russell to do when you rebound, regardless of what the group you're in. Great pass. Get easy buckets for your team to get them back in the game.
Isaiah Joe dribbles into the front court. Mark Dignault calls for the timeout for Oklahoma City Thunder as the Lakers are still tight. They're within 9, if you want to call that tight, with 3:56 to go. We've seen Oklahoma City play some sticky defense here in the fourth. Is that what's going to take for the Lakers to make the comeback?
Yes, they're going to have to find ways, first of all, to defend themselves. They need to get stops to get back out, get out in transition. You have a guy like Russell Westbrook who can get you buckets quick in transition. But if you're continuing to take the ball out of the basket, you know what? You're not going to win this game.
Mark Kestisher, Vince Carter with you. We had 2 games to get one's all-time scoring title. We're still going to be here on Thursday.
Yeah.
Reminder, the Milwaukee Bucks are coming to town to take on the Lakers Thursday, 9:30 Eastern time for coverage, 6:30 here on the West Coast. And Milwaukee's going to come in red hot as well, having won 8 in a row. Chris Middleton is working himself back into shape. Not going to be easy for the Lakers if they don't come back here tonight, already sitting 13th in the West.
And the Bucks are a team on a mission wanting to get back into the conference finals and obviously to represent the East in the NBA finals. They're playing like it.
And Thursday is also the trade deadline. So a couple things are going on. And Vince going to be hard at work. You're going to be on television for like 5 hours before you do 3 hours of radio with us.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City inbounding, leading by 9. Josh Giddey has it inside the arc. They work it around to the left to Gilgeous Alexander. Shea drives the free throw line. Bounce pass, Kenrich Williams wide open for the easy deuce. That's not the defense they were looking for.
Yeah. You have to get stops. Once again, if you're taking the ball out of the basket every time down and have to play against a set defense, then turn it over.
Westbrook has it turned over by Kenrich Williams. Down floor, Giddey lays it up and in. It's the Thunder that are doing the defending here in the fourth quarter, and they've busted out to a 13-point lead.
Yes, they are. Their defense getting turnovers, turning into offense.
3:20 to go in the game, and Anthony Davis drills a 17-footer from the left. 127-116, 3:09 to go. Quiet night for AD.
Yes, 13-7. Very quiet. They need a big finish from AD as well as LeBron James.
Gilgeous Alexander, 30 points working. Fadeaway elbow missed. LeBron James, a one-armed layup. Outlet half court Westbrook. Westbrook lob for the rim, tipped away by Gilgeous Alexander. They've been all over the passing lanes. What a fourth quarter defensively for the young Thunder.
Yes, active defensively. Now, if you're the Lakers, when you get into the paint, you look to score the basketball.
Here's Jalen Williams, the rookie from Santa Clara, scoring to put the Thunder up 13. Jalen Williams having himself a big night, 23 here in Los Angeles. 3 members of the Thunder over 20 is Pat Bev. Oh, he carried the basketball that time. Turnover number 21 for the Lakers. Wow. They had come back from 15 down, Vince, had tied the game. And now some of the fans are making their way to the exits, many of them. They came, they saw the record. They didn't pay nearly as much as some folks who are holding tickets for Thursday night did. And now Oklahoma City trying to put the finishing touches on this one. Here's Gilgeous Alexander, dotted line jumper, no. Kenrich Williams tips offensively, but all the way out to the Laker bench and out of bounds to the Lakers. This is impressive for the Thunder. They got roasted in San Francisco last night. But they're young. They got young legs. Here's LeBron James getting deep. Layup is in. He's got 38, extending his all-time number to 38,390. But the Lakers are still down 11. Best of many worlds for the Thunder. They get to say they were on the floor when LeBron broke the record and potentially get a victory. They're 95 seconds away.
They are a trivia question now.
There you go. Giddy's going to launch a three from the right. Going to miss it. Rebound. Kendrick Williams came in, nearly took it away. Lakers have it. Got to move. Minute 25 to go. Beverly fakes on the three. Drives the lane. Lost the handle. Somehow dished it to Russell Westbrook, who laid it in.
Yes, Lakers now are going to have to play fast. Pick up your defense, which they're not doing, but they're going to have to play fast. They need to score quickly if they want to give themselves one last shot.
Yeah, now Troy Brown sensing that gets out on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, gives it up to Jalen Williams. Free throw line jumper is a miss. Contested rebound. AD's got it. Lakers down 9. Down floor Westbrook with a minute to go. Layup within 7.
Yes, pick up your defense. I mean, I know, Westbrook, AD, LeBron, older guys, even Pat Bev, you don't want to pick up, but I'm telling them,
there's the trap.
There it is.
There you go. And a timeout called smartly by Oklahoma City. They waited for Gilgeous-Alexander to cross half court, and then Beverly and Westbrook got right on top of him, forced the timeout call. 6 consecutive Laker points to get within 7, 50.1 to go. And now we turn the question to this young team that has a chance to get an impressive win. Now can the young team close?
Yes.
Can they finish here tonight? That is the question. And you would think, look, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's only in year number 5, but he was starting games as a rookie for the Clippers before he got traded. And he's surrounded by a number of young players. This is a team. Remember Chet Holmgren, the number 2 overall pick, not going to play at all this year. Alexei Pokusevski, another tall, skilled player who suffered a leg fracture in December. Don't know when he's coming back. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, another good pick.
He started earlier for them, if I'm not mistaken.
He did. Grade 3 ankle sprain, and no Lou Dort tonight, who's probably their best perimeter defender.
And he's been playing great offensively, having big nights as well. So, yes, this says a lot about this young team and the development in the building, how they're developing their players and trusting their process with their developmental team and their guys. So it's easy to say, yeah, we have all these young guys. It is, Coach said we're rebuilding, but we're trying to play hard and play well.
That's right. Lead is 7. Can they close? Giddey will send it across half-court line to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Giddey, 46 seconds to go. 10 to shoot. Giddey gets by AD. Bounce pass, turnover. Westbrook's got it, 40 seconds to go. Westbrook on his horse. Layup, too strong, but he got the whistle. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, wrong place, wrong time, commits the foul. And 2 free throws with the clock stopped for Russell Westbrook, and the Lakers down 7.
Wes was very fortunate. I thought he just missed that layup, but he got the foul. Now he needs to make the free throws. Now, at this point, you did your job defensively, but you need to score with the clock stopped.
0 for 2 at the free throw line for Russell Westbrook, just 66% this year, and he hits a critical one.
Yeah, that's a big make.
Big make there, 129, 123, 2-possession game. The Lakers have a foul to give. OKC does not. Thunder have a timeout. The Lakers have 2 remaining. Westbrook another. That was short. Tried to chase it down. It's loose. Gilgeous-Alexander can't hang on. It trickles to the near side. Almost saved by the Lakers. They got it. Beverly to Schroeder for 3. No good, short. Gilgeous-Alexander had it. Was separated from the ball. And we have a foul called here against the Lakers. Pat Beverly is swirling the finger in desperation to see if, they're going to review it here. Darvin Ham wants them to review the loose ball foul. Foul was on Pat Bev, his 3rd. Schroeder came up woefully short on that 3-point attempt. And could have cut this lead in half from 6 to 3. 26.1 seconds to go.
Ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on Patrick Beverly. The Lakers have challenged the ruling on the floor.
I didn't get a look at the replay yet, Vince, to see the foul. We'll see if they cue it up here. And we just saw it briefly on the big jumbotron ahead.
I'm thinking jump ball. I didn't I mean, Zach was the baseline official, so he was in a weird spot. To him, maybe it looks like a foul, but I thought Pat Bev had as much as the basketball as whoever that was. He was Shea Gildas.
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder used their challenge and got a call overturned. We'll see if the Lakers can do the same. Zach Zarba, Natalie Sago with the headsets on. Suyash Mehta, the third official, hands on hip behind them, watching the replay monitor. Getting help from the replay center in Secaucus. Big call here with 26.1 to go. And we told you the Lakers have a foul to give, so if this is not overturned, they're not in the bonus yet, OKC. It would be side-in Thunder, but it would virtually force the Lakers to have to foul. All right, now we're getting a good look at the replay. That was kind of a tied possession, wasn't it?
And you see Zach behind the play, so to him it looks more like a foul than maybe that actually happened.
Yeah, we saw the replay that's completely opposite Zach, so he got to look at what he couldn't see.
Right.
And here we go. The headsets are off. We'll wait and see when Zach goes to the microphone to inform us all. Did Patrick Beverly have all ball as he chased down Shea Gilgeous-Alexander?
After review, the defender made legal contact with the basketball. Therefore, the challenge is deemed successful. Because the ball was loose, it'll be a jump ball center circle between any two players in the game at the time of the whistle.
I know
the Lakers get their timeout back.
I know Vince Carter's a radio rookie, but he's no rookie to this game. Good call, my friend.
Thank you.
129-123, Oklahoma City by 6, 26.1 to go, and now we've got a big jump ball after a big reversal.
And no LeBron James on the court. You see he's been dealing with, looks like heel, plantar fascia, the ball on his foot. So he's not in the game. So Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook now going to have to finish this out and try to get his team a win.
LeBron James, if you're just joining us, 38 points, surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the NBA's all-time leading scorer, sitting at 38,390. Kareem is still here. I know some have made their way to the exit, but we're not done yet. 26.1, a jump ball at center circle, 2-possession lead by Oklahoma City.
Lakers have to win the tap here and not settle. Attack the rim. Obviously, if there's an open three-point, but you want Russ to attack, get downhill.
Lakers won the tap. Here's Russell getting downhill, going for the layup, and there's the foul. Fouled at the cup. Russell will go to the line with 20 and 4/10 seconds to go in the game. Kenrich Williams committing the personal, trying to stay in front of Russell. That's hard as he got the blow by.
Absolutely. Now, Russ is 1 for 4. You're going to need him to make these, obviously. And then you pick your defense up. You try to get a trap, one good trap, foul immediately. Attacking the ball, that is, fouling.
Westbrook's first free throw good. 2 clutch time free throws for Westbrook, who's got 24 points tonight. Quietly had 4 3-pointers, not his specialty. And the Lakers have scored 8 in a row after it looked like this thing was done. Another free throw. Westbrook on its way. Front rim, back iron it in.
Big Nate.
4-point game. Can OKC close it? They get it into Gilgeous-Alexander. Fouled by Schroeder. Maybe a second ticked off the clock. There's 19.0. Gilgeous-Alexander, it's his specialty. He's not the guy you want to put at the free throw line. 11 of 12 so far tonight.
Career for the season, 91%, so he's not going to miss.
You know what? I forgot the challenge. They got the foul back. That was a foul to give. So it's an inbounds into Jalen Williams, Santa Clara, and now a foul as Pat Beverly bodied Williams out on the perimeter. So the Lakers had used a foul to give that they got back on the successful challenge, and now they'll go to the free throw line, but it won't be Gilgeous-Alexander. Although Jalen Williams from Santa Clara, 73% on the season, and this is his first free throw tonight. 17.9 on the clock, rattles one home.
He's been in a nice rhythm all game. Stepping up in a big moment, doing for his team, obviously higher up in the standings, so protecting their position. He's been very impressive.
He's going to be playing in the Rising Stars game a week from Friday in Salt Lake City. 2 big free throws from Jalen Williams, the rookie from Santa Clara. 6-point game. Lakers got to go quick. 17 seconds to go. And we've got a whistle as Russell Westbrook was rushing into the front court. They're going to do a redo here?
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, the clock didn't start too soon?
Or didn't start at all. And that's unfortunate because Russell was able to get the ball on the run. Now OKC is to set their defense, bring their guards up for a little pressure to allow him.
So they added 0.8 of a second, 17.9. But you're right, OKC gets to set their defense. As Vince pointed out, LeBron James watching these last critical minutes from the bench. As Lakers inbound to Westbrook. Westbrook hesitates on the three, drives into Williams, shot around and down with 12.5 to go. 4-point game. Oklahoma City got to get it in. To half court, Muscala, they got to foul him. Can't go to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He passes down low to Kendrick Williams, who slams, and that should do it with 6.6 to go. Lakers couldn't get the foul. 6-point game. Here's Beverly, a three. Good with 1.3 to go. Well, now they need a little miracle here. Inbound, Gilgeous-Alexander can't get the foul, and the Oklahoma City Thunder on the floor to see LeBron James make history, but the Thunder get the win in Los Angeles, 133 to 130, the final over the Lakers. Vince, what a night here in LA. We saw history, and we saw a young team that bounced back off an ugly loss last night and had a very impressive win.
Yes, it was I'm very impressed that the OKC team and the way they handled this moment, the way their young guys played, they should be saluted.
LeBron James is putting on his headset to do a walk-off with TNT, and I could hear him saying, I'm not even going to check my phone because that thing's not going to stop buzzing for 2 days.
Yes.
Have you had that happen? Where it just buzzes non-controllably?
When I hit 25,000, it was just overwhelming. I had like 200 text messages.
All right, well, we are getting set to send it down to Malika Andrews with Jalen Williams of Santa Clara. Malika, take it away.
Thanks so much, guys. Jalen, just an excellent game from you all around. But down the stretch, what was it that you channeled in order to hit those 3 free throws and pull this out?
I think, honestly, just desperation to win. Obviously, it was a big moment going in. Just trying to stay focused on the game and just kind of let it come to me and just be ready to make plays when I can.
Well, let's talk about that big moment, because was this the best of both worlds, getting to both witness history and then come away with the win?
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously a sold out Staples, it's hard to beat. There's all kinds of celebrities here. So it was good that I was able to kind of be out here. And, I grew up a huge Kobe fan, so LeBron's kind of like the closest thing there. So it's really dope to kind of watch him get that, but it's even better that we won.
A little bit of both there. For you guys, this was absolutely a wild playoff type environment. What do you learn about this team, the resilience of this group, that you're able to pull out a win under these circumstances?
We're just going to compete every night. I think we've been doing a good job of that all year. We're just resilient at the end of the day, and I think as a young team, we're focused throughout the season.
And lastly, this is such a special night in the NBA. What was your vantage point? Walk us through your vantage point of LeBron setting the all-time scoring record.
Well, when I first walked out here, I didn't know he was that tall, so that was a shock. But, just for him to set the record and kind of be here, my mom's here, so it's dope that, we all get to witness history, and congrats to him and his family. So it's a big moment.
Well, congratulations to you and your mom on the win. Thank you so much, guys. Sending it back to you.
Thank you, Malika. Thank you very much. This is the first time Oklahoma City has played the Lakers this year, the first of 3. What a great quote there from Jalen Williams of Santa Clara. I didn't realize he was that tall because he hasn't been on the floor with him yet in his career. It's amazing. This guy, and he mentioned he was a big Kobe fan. His jersey number is number 8 in tribute to Kobe Bryant. He wore 24 at Santa Clara, Kobe's other number, here with the Lakers. And on a night, LeBron James, who had passed Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone, and tonight, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Oklahoma City Thunder get a victory. And LeBron James still doing that TNT interview. What a scene for us here, because we're looking at the faces of a massive media. We have the back of LeBron with the number 6 jersey, James across the chest, doing that interview, and pictures being snapped away from about 50 or 75 photographers.
I tell you what, it's going to be tough for him to go to sleep, just to chill out and just calm down, from today. Outside of the text messages, just replaying this moment in his head, because he just he made history. You know, in a number that a lot of us, you've been around a very long time. I've played this game a long time and, you know, had an idea of the record, but as you know, had no clue of the number for many years. LeBron has done so. So, yeah, man, it's fun to watch.
Well, let's read some numbers for you, Vince, here. Most consecutive games with 10 or more points is now, Kevin gave us a stat earlier, 1,140. Joel Embiid, next longest at 109. Most points scored or assisted on all time. Only player to rank top 10 in total career points and assists. Most career playoff points, 7,631. No other active players, even at 5,000. Most seasons with 1,000 points. He's done it every year. So he's got 20 of those. Passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar this season. He's going to tie Kareem's all-star record with 19 this year. He's got all the numbers. Unfortunately, his team is now 5 games under 500. They're 25-30. They were hoping they could somehow finagle Kyrie Irving here. We'll see what the Lakers can do at the trade deadline. But they just lost to an Oklahoma City team that's up and coming and is actually above them in the standings.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just for the Lakers. You just try to finish the season. I don't know what they're going to do. What can they get, you know, to really salvage the season, if you would. I mean, I thought Kyrie Irving is a swing at the fence and see what happens now. I don't know what player out there can they get to tip them over the scale, if they would. So I don't know.
Just a thought for me. I know a lot of people paid a lot of money for Thursday. I hope LeBron plays on Thursday night. He was playing through a little bit of a right foot injury, and he set the record tonight. LeBron James, 38 points, 38,390 and counting. And the hardest working man in broadcast today, Vince Carter. You're not done yet. You're going over to Sports Center Los Angeles.
There's more work for me.
It's fun working with you for the first time. We'll see you Thursday night, all right?
We shall.
Vince Carter with a little history with us here on ESPN Radio as LeBron James becomes the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar passing the torch, literally in orange leather, as the Thunder win it 133-130 over the Lakers, despite the record. Now for Vince Carter, our producer John Medani, our engineer Matt Roy, Malika Andrews as well. I'm Mark Kestisher. That'll do it from LA as we send it to Kevin Winter in the studio with the postgame show.
All right, everyone, a great job in Los Angeles, and we are still watching LeBron James speak with Shaquille O'Neal, Adam Lefkoe, and Candace Parker, and I believe that's also Jamal Crawford on the NBA on TNT crew. But hopefully going to be able to turn this around and let you guys hear from it. The NBA on ESPN Radio has been presented by Indeed. Looking for quality candidates this new year? Look no further than Indeed. Their new video interview tool takes the hassle out of virtual hiring. Visit Indeed.com/credit. If we cannot let you hear it, Freddie Coleman is going to be doing a 1-hour special of Freddie and Fitzsimmons. Just know Ian. Brian Windhorst is going to be joining him from Crypto.com Arena. So you're going to either hear it with me or with Freddie and Brian Windhorst coming up on the postgame show or immediately after we are done our postgame show here at the NBA on ESPN Radio. LeBron James sets the record. We'll give you the highlights in the late third quarter performance that propelled LeBron into NBA history. But in the end, it's the Thunder who get a surprising 133-130 victory. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app.
Football season is winding down. Basketball and hockey are heating up, and nothing beats seeing your favorite team live. Not only does Vivid Seats have great ticket prices, they're also the official ticketing partner of ESPN. And with Vivid Seats rewards, when you buy 10 tickets, you get the 11th free. Download the app or visit vividseats.com today. Vivid Seats. Life happens live. Receive a reward credit equal to the average price of the 10 tickets purchased, excluding taxes, fees, and processing costs. See vividseats.com/rewards for terms and conditions.
When you bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive, you could save money, but it doesn't cover any terrible memories living rent-free in your head.
Hey, I noticed it's been a few minutes since you thought about when your quarterback ran into his own teammate and fumbled, technically forcing his own fumble, and then the other team took it in for a score, and then you couldn't turn on the TV for a month without being constantly reminded of the time your quarterback sacked himself and fumbled.
Sorry, we can't save you from that memory, but we could save you money bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Renters insurance and bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
You've got advanced prostate cancer, but you're not waiting around. You want straight side effect. Hot flushes, increased blood pressure is a concern for you. Or otherwise, just
ESPN. I'm Kevin Winter.
Without the express written consent.
Visit gowiththefacts.com.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
I'm Kevin Winter. Today's game flow brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save nearly $700 on average. The Oklahoma City Thunder spoiled the night for LeBron James, but LeBron is the all-time scoring king. The moment LeBron set the record is next. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
God, I'm saying wow. Basketball Signature Showcase. NBA All-Star brings the hype to Salt Lake City. And the NBA All-Star Draft presented by Jordan Brand. This is going to be epic. And the Inside Crew calling the game on TBS.
Here we go. This is how you put on a show.
NBA. And the Inside Crew calling the game on TBS.
Here we go. This is how you put on a show.
NBA All-Star presented by Kia. Coverage begins February 19th on TNT.
Remember college? Early morning classes, all-night study sessions, and somewhere in there, maybe even a social life. 5 Hour Energy got you through. Now, you've got responsibilities, work, bills, a family. 5 Hour Energy is still here with the same alert, energized feeling you relied on back then. Every day, 5 Hour Energy helps millions just like you be at their best when it really matters. Rediscover 5 Hour Energy. We'll get you through again. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
Wendy's 2 for $6 lets you mix and match some of our best items, like Dave Single with a 10-piece crispy nugs, medium strawberry lemonade with a spicy chicken sandwich, spicy chicken with a Dave Single with a strawberry lemonade, strawberry lemonade, if you're into that. Chicken Sam, crispy nugs, strawberry lemonade, Dave's, nugs, Sam. Whew. Pick what you want at a price you want. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's 2 for $6. For limited time, price participation may vary at U.S. Wendy's. On the card only. Single item at regular price.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Westbrook to James at the elbow. James turns. The crowd wants it. James free throw line. James fade. Jumper good! NBA history in Los Angeles. LeBron James. A record that had stood for almost 4 decades. Now belongs to the King. 38,389 points and climbing. And with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar here in attendance to pass the baton, LeBron James is the NBA's new all-time scoring king.
It is our Getting It Done play of the game tonight, brought to you by Grainger with supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger is always there to help. Call, click Grainger.com or just stop by. But it comes in a loss. Thunder shocked the Lakers 133-130. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. I'm Kevin Winter. LeBron's the new scoring king. You will hear LeBron's conversation and his thoughts on it coming up next in a special 1-hour edition of the Hoop Collective. I'm Kevin Winter. We thank you for listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app.
Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO, Showtime. Do you feel like your streaming subscriptions are out of control? Why not start the new year off right and cancel the ones you're not using? Enter the Rocket Money app. Rocket Money organizes your subscriptions by due date and notifies you when something is coming up. From there, decide whether to keep it or cancel it with just a tap. To find out more about Rocket Money, go to rocketmoney.com/gameday or download the Rocket Money app from the Apple app or Google Play stores. Rocket Money, the finance app that works for you.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Nothing is every day.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
And what's next for Kyrie Irving? Keyshawn, J. Will and Max, Wednesday, 6 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio, E2, and ESPNU.
Westbrook to James. James turns. The crowd wants it. James free throw line. James fade. Jumper good! NBA history in Los Angeles. A record that had stood for almost 4 decades. Now belongs to the king. LeBron James is the NBA's new all-time scoring king.
This is a special edition of the Hoop Collective on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
And you know them, you love them, you can't live without them when it comes to the special edition of Hoop Collective here on ESPN Radio. Got my boys, Tim McMahon, got Tim Bontemps, Brian Windhorst, all out in Los Angeles, all celebrating the king, who is now the undisputed scoring king, the all-time leading scorer in the history of the NBA passing, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar tonight. LeBron James doing that for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Wendy, I'll start with you. It's amazing that back in 2003, we thought this young man was going to be great. Nobody, even LeBron James, could have predicted all of this leading to tonight, surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time leading scorer in the history of the NBA.
Yeah, Freddie, he was really contented by the way this went down tonight. He had all of his here's the thing, like, I know it's 36 points and you really couldn't guarantee it, and you can't predict the shots are going to go in, but he had all of his friends and family ringing the court here. All of the people who were important to him throughout his career were here. Friends from his high school days flew in. They all wanted to be here for it. And so he had a mindset to do it tonight. And the way it all went down, I mean, obviously they lost, and that's not good. But it kind of exemplifies the Lakers season. And I'm going to bring in my fellow Hoop Collective co-hosts here, Tim Bontemps, who's joining us from New York. Hello, Tim.
Hello, Brian.
And joining us from across the street because he couldn't get into the arena because he's banned from Crypto.com Arena. Is banned McMahon, Tim McMahon.
Howdy, partners.
So I got to say, guys, this was one of my most favorite nights I've had in a while. I didn't know how to think about it. There were so many celebrities here, but forget about that. We'll talk about that later.
Forget about
LeBron
you.
LeBron won